Hello and welcome to the Tavern Podcast. We've got extra special guest Gary and who's being checked out in the background.
Who's a chameleon.
You're what?
Ever-changing background, isn't it?
Yeah. No, chameleons change themselves, not the background.
Yeah, no, this
They don't suddenly start painting the background.
Inverse chameleon like.
Mate, there's literally going to be like every 20 minutes you're going to change to a brand new background.
Nah, I should probably stop changing.
Why?
Very distracting. I don't know. Okay.
That'll be something nice though, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm joined by Kaif and Dale.
Yeah.
And also Gary on
Hello.
on the Green Mountains of Windows XP with, what's his name?
Ainsley Harriet.
Ainsley Harriet, watching him from the distance.
Yeah, boy.
How we doing, boys? We good?
Got Starbucks. I'm happy, mate.
Hell yeah,
Very good.
nice.
Fuck ciao.
Here's your best ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
We won't get you to say the other one. Anyway, boys, I have a question. Does a straw how many holes does a straw have?
One.
How long is a piece
it
of
one?
string?
One or two? One on top, one on the bottom.
Straw hat. How many holes?
Yeah.
What's the one at the top?
What? A straw?
Of a straw.
I thought you said a straw hat.
No, a straw. Like an actual straw. How many
drinking
holes
straw.
does a straw
Straw.
have?
Like
Straw.
three or four.
We already know I can't speak English today. This is the second time today. My brain shut off halfway through.
Is
Three
it
or
one
four.
continuous hole or is it
Yeah, it's one
hole
continuous
on
hole.
each end?
Is it not a hole on each end? I think it's it could be one on the top, one on the bottom.
How many holes does my urethra have?
I mean, technically two. Yes, there's big tube in it.
Okay. At least it's consistent. Like,
Do you know why? Like, it's really hard to pee when you've got a hard on.
because the bladder is closed off by a little sphincter
Yeah,
to let
it's-
the cum come out.
I believe it's to do with like the acidity in your pee being harmful to sperm, and so it closes it off. So there's no pee that comes through. So when you come, it doesn't damage any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking
There's
weird,
also
isn't
like a problem where your pee,
it? Yeah.
oh no, your sperm can go up into the bladder, and you can get a UTI.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
That's why they say to pee afterwards.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Self-inflicted UTI.
Yeah. Imagine some poor dude there hasn't had
organ.
sex ever in his life, and then he's like, "I got a fucking urinary tract infection." Oh shit!
Yeah, I bet they'd brag about it though, being like, "Yeah, I go.
I've crushed puss.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've seen me.
Like,
Yeah, I did it. Look, I can't pee straight. Yeah,
And
let's
then
go.
some guy turns around and is like, I bet he didn't pee after coming.
That would be adding insult to injury right there. I'd be sad.
Someone that knows the game. They've called you out.
Oh Christ. Okay.
someone that's had it before.
Someone that's been through it.
So I was looking for different topics and stuff like that, things we could talk about with the podcast, and I randomly had the thought of. So first, I was like thinking about, when people like, it's like either 3 a.m. or they're really high and they just have these really deep conversations about random stuff. And I went from that point to then being like, oh yeah, let's look at like different shower thoughts and stuff like that, like what these different things are. And a lot of them are fucking garbage. Absolutely terrible. Mm-hmm. To get the odd one, that's like,
I've got one as well.
Go on, Em. What have you got?
Are there more doors or wheels in the world?
I remember this argument. I remember it.
And still to this day, I ask myself, and I keep flip-flopping sides because I get deeper. Much deeper.
There's like no way of verifying it.
I know, but then just like try and think about it, pick a side, but then try and justify the side.
Your argument.
Yeah. You've got my doors, right? Well, what about toy cars?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Gary,
you've got two doors for 4 wheels.
Gary,
Wheels as well.
there are tire fire pits all over the world. Just dumps for tires.
Yeah.
It's wheels, mate.
Where are the door pits?
It's
Yeah,
wheels.
but there's doll houses that don't have any wheels.
Yeah, but like a tire counts as a wheel.
Right,
no,
think
that's
of like when you
yeah,
own a
yeah.
doll.
Does it have to have
When you own a
spokes to be a
dollhouse,
wheel?
you own one dollhouse, right? With multiple
Yeah.
doors. When you own like fucking micro machines, you own a shit ton of micro machines.
Yeah, but don't each of those cars have doors?
Well,
It depends. Hot Wheels don't,
not really,
but
not
some cars
operatable
do.
doors. They'd have to be working doors, right?
Oh,
Not just
okay,
like
okay. They can't just be like
door, you
for
know.
display, can they?
But then what about a cabinet or like a cupboard, you know? In the dollhouse, you're
Yeah.
talking more doors. And
But-
then you can get really deep into it, and technically you could say an eyelid is a door.
Oh, shut up, you dick.
A door to the
No,
soul.
you could. That's,
No.
you
Yeah,
could.
but can't you then be like your legs are wheels?
Technically, Sam, you could say your legs are doors.
You could, I guess. You could say that.
You might want to turn up Dale, by the way. Chat saying he's quiet.
I'm quiet. I'm
Dale,
always
why you got
quiet.
such a quiet voice, bro?
I'll sort Dale out now.
I'm always a pain in the ass. I'm
out to the side.
really soft spoken.
Up his gain 3 decibels, innit? Why not?
Yeah,
I'm really soft spoken.
Gary, if you're like if you're part of like door gang, and then people
I'm
like
not. I'm part of wheel gang.
okay,
wheel
but let's
gang.
say theoretically, if you're part of like door gang, and then
Yeah.
people are like, mate, if you get a car, then you're a traitor. But if you get a hatchback, it's got 5
Hello,
doors.
chat. Can you hear me
So
better now?
technically, you're up 1 for team door.
So I
mean-
speak like this.
Technically, I am like I can't buy a car because I would be a traitor to my wheel gang. Like bikes only, you know. I have to
Fair.
contribute without any form of negative, you know.
Oh, that's fair. That's
As
fair.
door
That's fair.
gang,
that's
you
why
drive
I-
around a 3-wheeler.
And that's why I have 8 office chairs so that I'm just multiplied wheels, you know.
Well, I mean, if you get one of those kids' cars, they don't have doors.
Yeah, they do. Are we talking red car with yellow roof? One
No,
of those?
no,
got
like
doors.
the drivable ones, the ones where you literally just step in.
Some of them have doors.
Open panel on the side.
Well, then you have to get a model that doesn't have doors.
And then
Wait,
also,
Gary, what if you melted the plastic on those doors? Are they now doors?
Do they open?
No. Melted shut.
they
the seam
don't.
is
All
I
right.
don't think so.
well,
Right?
They can't fulfill
no,
the
but
purpose anymore.
it's still a door. It's just a
Yeah.
broken door.
Wait, it's still a door.
It's melted. It's gone.
Yeah, but it's a broken door.
Okay,
you know?
what if you melt the plastic so well it's just smooth?
It's just a puddle now.
But there once was door.
But there's
it
no
doesn't
door.
matter.
It's smooth.
Now I see.
The tire pits you said about, right? If you burn the tires away, they're no longer part of the equation anymore.
Oh, so what you're saying is there's actually a battle. Like sometimes doors are ahead and sometimes wheels are ahead.
Yeah, I
based
think
on
it's
where-
an ongoing battle.
yeah. It's
At what
it's this
point
ever
do you,
going.
do you cut off what a wheel is? Is just a circle a wheel?
Well, it sounds like
Where-
yeah,
how
but you
far
could
do you
ask
go?
that. You could ask that same question with the melted door.
Well, that's why I'm asking the question, because you're willing to say a melted door is a door still.
Yeah, so what do you
So is a
consider
circle a wheel?
Who knows?
wheel motion?
Is a
Right.
cog a wheel?
Yeah, a cog is a wheel.
Is it though?
It's a
Is-
cog
it a
wheel,
cog?
yeah. It's a cog wheel.
Gary, I'm stealing this from chat. If is a zip on your trousers a door to your wheel?
Door. Maybe.
No.
Nah, we're not kind of
That's
fucking
like saying
zipper.
any form of entryway is
I mean,
a door. But
isn't
no.
every entryway not a door?
No, it's this gotta be hinge and
Gary, what if the door's made of wheels?
yeah. It's,
Well, like a sliding door.
Yeah.
Then it's a it sounds like it's going to have more
abomination.
wheels than door.
Do you mean like
'cause the
vault
sliding
doors,
door,
the ones
the
that like
wheels win.
fucking
No, I'm
spin out
talking
the
about,
way?
right? It's just a ton of wheels stacked and fused together,
Yeah, it's a door.
and there's a handle on it, and you just open the door wheel door.
I think it stops being a wheel and becomes a door.
Yeah, and then it
doesn't sound
becomes a
wheel to
door,
me.
doesn't it?
What if the
That's a-
wheels?
Very good. Dale.
What if the wheels still spin?
See, I was moments away from being like, that doesn't sound like a really good door, and then you beat me to it.
Sounds like we'll never get an answer to this problem.
I
hey,
mean,
wheel.
Gary,
I reckon doors.
does a doorknob count as a wheel since they turn?
I didn't make up the rules. I don't know.
What about a window? You could go through a window. Is that a door?
I think you were going to say you can go through a window. Is that a wheel? And I was like, okay.
Sliding windows have wheels, and I'm right.
I think windows are doors. It's an entryway, isn't it?
I mean, I've gone through a window.
Well, it
twice.
depends.
The intention
Like,
isn't door, is it?
Yeah,
Huh?
just because you can climb out a
The
window doesn't
intention
make that
has to be door.
It's a window.
I mean, it could be a door.
Shut up, Kev.
Open the window.
Just sounds like you say, it's a window.
Why'd you go with that accent?
It sounds Scottish, innit? Window. It's a window, pal.
That just makes me think of trampoline.
Trampoline. Oh my god, trampoline. Trampoline.
Someone said Gary's voice sounds exactly the same as when they raided him. Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy, bro.
It's the same person. Can you imagine?
Mental. I haven't gone through extensive throat surgery. Or have I?
Oh, fucking hell. Been doing
You still
something
sound
to
the same,
your throat.
mate. So no surgery there.
Yeah. No age either. I've actually just remained constant in time. Like a door. Not a wheel.
Wait, hang on. Wouldn't a tire last longer than a door?
Don't think so. Nah, you get
What do
more
you
wear
mean?
and
I
tear.
don't
now.
think so.
You
I
get
know,
more
what's
wear
your
and tear
argument?
out of a wheel than a door.
No,
like.
both unused, yeah. If you left a tire in a door,
Both onion.
unused.
Yeah, they're both onion, mate.
both onion. And neither's tire nor
mate,
door.
tires literally don't deteriorate. Like they do, but it takes a long time.
That's why there's tire
Door
pits.
will decompose.
Get a couple termites, that
right,
door's
if you-
gone.
If you think about your car, though,
Afternoon
how
snack,
often
like.
do you replace the doors versus the wheels?
Yeah, but that's friction.
Yeah, that,
And it's
that's,
not- Kai,
that's why
that
we
is
need-
not
That is
like
a
you-
part of this world, yeah.
It's not like you drive the car till the wheels are fucking gone.
Yeah, but you don't drive
You're
the
there
car
like
until
Tokyo
the
drifting
doors
around
fall
like
off
on your
either.
fucking on the metal. The tires are
but-
still there. They're just bald.
Yeah, but
Like Ainsley Harriott in the background there.
Give him a kiss on the head.
Yeah, kiss him on the head, Gary. That's the eyeball. What's wrong
With
with
the
you?
eye. That's his nose, you freak.
He's just licking his eyebrows like.
I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
No, give us a yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
No, not one of them. I meant the Ainsley
Oh.
Harriott ones. Like,
Yeah, boy.
never mind. You fucked it.
I did. I'm gonna have to change my background. I've done goofed.
You've done him a massive disservice, so
You know what?
You have to forgive him.
As like, tuck me up, yeah.
What?
So, fucking hell, Gary. Like,
What?
I hadn't thought of like a particular meme in like a couple of days until I saw Gary again. And then instantly my head
Oh, I know. Can I bet that?
dog. Can I pet that dog? It instantly go into my head, like just through seeing you.
we
I am
played
sorry.
we played No Man's Sky. I was quite enjoying space, and the entire fucking time, both of you were like repeated
Every animal
non-stop.
we see, like,
Can I pet that dog?
dog.
On a game where every fucking planet is filled with animals. Every 2 seconds you were doing it.
Pet that dog.
Pet that dog. It's fucking brilliant, though, isn't it? Like,
It's such a good one. Like,
In the original video, is there a dog?
it's a bear.
It's a bear. Yeah,
Hold on.
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, pet that dog.
Pet that dog. Pet that dog.
Kids are fucking
pet
stupid.
that dog.
It's the excitement in the child's voice as well. Like,
It's the accent as well.
yeah, the accent absolutely makes it. Like,
Gary,
Yeah, boy.
is water wet?
Yes.
Yeah, but isn't like water itself? Isn't that what makes things wet?
Yeah, but
How can it make itself wet if it's the
if
thing
I-
that makes them?
if I made Dale ill, I surely would have to be ill.
What an analogy!
you could
No,
have just like
it's
given
not
me
the
something
same.
that made me ill.
What?
You could have given me like, you know, a food that made me ill. You could have given me food poisoning through cooking for me. Doesn't mean you
I could
were
have,
ill.
but we're going off of the fact that if I am ill, I will make you ill.
Yeah, no,
Therefore, if I am
no.
wet,
You could be a character.
No. So if you were the infection and you made Dale ill, then fair enough. That's a good example and a
Yeah.
good comparison. But what you're saying is the bucket full of water?
is wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
that's what
Yes.
you're saying instead?
It's inherently
yeah,
wet.
It's wet.
Well, water itself.
Yeah,
But it's
Yeah.
not. It makes things wet.
it makes things wet and it's inherently wet. It's like fire burns stuff. It doesn't stop it being fire.
Yeah. That's like saying that things that touch fire are hot, but fire itself is not hot.
It's cold.
That's false.
Does it burn itself? Does fire burn itself?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because it'll burn itself out.
Isn't fire like just burning oxygen?
Yeah. Is it the
Is it not the oxygen that's burning? not the fire?
exactly? Oh, Stan. Yeah.
My fucking ears that are burning
Stan,
right now. Like,
the oxygen is like it fuels
Yeah.
the fire.
But does that
But the
mean it's
oxygen
burning?
isn't burning. You need something that is burning in it.
So the definition for wet would be covered or saturated with water or another liquid.
And you know what's really interesting?
yeah, but if you think
Yeah,
know
but
what's
that's
really-
saturated with
you know what's
water,
wet and really
whereas
saturated with
itself is
water?
not a sort.
me,
Water.
Is water covered with water?
Yeah,
Water
but
is
it's
saturated and
water
covered in water.
with itself. How can you be covered with yourself?
well, because
You're a being
water
of matter.
a many multiplication of particles, isn't it? So technically, one H2O is surrounded by other H2O.
Yeah, but they don't
And
actually
it
touch.
Yeah, they don't touch. They fluid.
So every
I could
time
be
they
covered
touch,
in myself.
They get
Gary.
this feeling.
Somebody's gone, water is not wet because wetness arises from the interaction between a liquid and a solid surface. So water can't be wet itself.
But it is wet.
does that mean ice can be wet?
It's wet to us because we touch it and we become wet.
I think ice could be wet.
Yeah, but if nothing touches water, then you're saying like wetness doesn't exist.
In water, yeah.
But then you just sound like an idiot, wouldn't you?
Why?
Because
You would.
you'd be going like, huh, water isn't wet. Huh.
I mean, it's not though, is it?
And everyone's just like, what's wrong with this guy? Who invited him?
Yeah. What's wrong with this guy? Because he's bringing up really stupid topics that don't make sense. But not, what's wrong with this guy? That logic is bad.
It's just the water's wet, isn't it?
But it's not though.
It is.
It's not though.
But it could be, right?
What? In what situations?
Just now,
Now? Yeah.
that situation.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Gary. Just shut
we-
down the argument completely.
The thing is, nobody's ever
Sorry,
asked
bud.
the water. Nobody's ever asked the water if it's wet.
Whether it wants to be wet or not.
Nobody's
Well,
gone.
do we have to get consent from water
Nobody's
to be
gone.
wet?
Water, are you wet?
Water,
Wet.
water,
You know.
Are you wet?
water. Are you wet?
Dale's camera's gone.
You went, bro.
Oh no. The H2O is covered in other H2O. If H2O touches something, it's wet, right?
Sorry, what?
Yes.
If H2O touches something, it's
Yeah,
wet. Okay.
that's right.
So if H2O
wet, yeah, but not the water.
if H2O is next to H2O, then H2O has made H2O wet.
But they don't touch.
But then technically no particles touch.
Yeah, no particles ever touch.
Yeah, technically.
Even
so.
even when you put water on something, the particles technically don't touch.
Yep. So
So-
nothing's wet.
Yeah, so you're just saying nothing's wet.
Nothing's wet.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
Not even water.
I don't actually believe it. I just want a contrarian opinion in this. And now I'm too focused on sorting Dale's camera out to argue back. I'm sorry.
If water is wet, what about dry ice, boys? It's fucking dry.
It's pretty dry.
It's in the name.
It's in the name, yeah.
What, the character from The Gentleman?
What?
Dry Eyes.
Fucking hell.
Frozen
So what you're
from the
talking about?
Incredibles.
Where's my super?
Where's my stupid?
I knew he would say it. I fucking knew he would
It's
say
hard to resist these things. You know how it is.
Is air dry? No, it can be humid because, there's H2O in it.
it. Is it dry?
It's true.
Humidity is no fun.
I fucking hate
And wires are.
wires. This is, I'm trying to trace water. It's impossible.
Wait, is dry ice even water?
No, it's ice.
No, I don't think it is water. I think it's something else.
Like a powder.
It's why you're not supposed to really like interact with it.
Yeah, because you get third-degree burns from it.
To dry ice, is it?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I think if you put your hand in dry ice, you get like really, really bad.
Like burns. and
Burns.
stuff, yeah.
That's right.
That's
Dry
right.
ice is
He's
carbon
right.
dioxide.
That's right.
Is that it?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, it's frozen carbon dioxide.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
don't want
shit's
that.
bad.
So that's carbon and 2 oxygen, isn't it?
Yeah.
CO2.
It's what we breathe out. Right?
We also breathe out oxygen.
Wait, I don't breathe out.
We don't use it all.
Yeah. Nice, Gary.
Thanks, bud. Me and my boy.
So sexy.
I don't know what's funnier, trying to pretend that what's happening is background isn't happening, or just talking about it.
Did the lights just go out?
The light did indeed just go out.
Just go with it.
What happened?
It's one of these cables, yeah.
Look, Stan, I'm dark.
Do you want me to move?
No, it's okay. Literally, it's plugged in, but it's temperamental.
Just give it a little tap.
Possibly the extension lead that's an issue.
Oh,
I think it might be too little power. Or I think it might
Oh, yeah, it might be reaching its limit.
Overloaded, like.
The air is only 20% oxygen. Yeah, because if it was higher, we'd die.
it's them cows farting.
Oh, methane.
Yeah, methane.
I thought... What is it? Oh, my God, Gary's picture again.
Yeah, how much methane is in
I'm done. I'm done changing.
Let me add to that.
Oh, Dale. Stinking, mate.
What do you do?
He just farted
Oh,
pretty loudly.
Woo!
I tell you what, boys, my smell never really came back after the illness.
You'll fucking taste this one.
Like I'll get a whiff of it, but it won't be like strong enough to even like bother me. I'm just like, oh, smells a little bit like shit.
Tastes a little bit like shit as well now.
Yeah, sometimes farts can taste meaty.
What did you just create there? What's wrong with you?
It's gross.
You're right, Gary.
Have you never chewed
Sometimes farts can taste meaty.
They can.
Words I never ever thought
Sometimes
I would
somebody
hear.
can do such a stinking shit that you can literally chew it.
I was going to say, I've had some so bad, you can probably chew it up. In this office, in this very room.
Because you did it, right?
I don't think I've ever eaten a fart before. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You probably have.
Is that the thing? Can we plug it into this one? There's an empty slot by there.
Only problem is.
It's like what's Gary's background?
Dogler. Windows.
Windows.
it's Windows. Oops, wrong way.
Well, you said you were done, Gary.
I lied.
The conversation about farts reminds me of is it on the Joe Rogan
It fucking
podcast?
smells, by the way.
Where you tell the story, the guy on there that tell the story of like how he farted on the school bus.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like, oh my God, he's changing flavors.
He texted
Yeah.
oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's back. There we go.
Fucking hell.
Do you know what happened yesterday, boys?
happened yesterday?
Completely surprised me because I was actually kind of looking forward to it.
What?
Fucking Assassin's Creed Mirage came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of came out of nowhere.
I actually had no idea.
I'm going to play it. It's gone back to old form. And I think the timeline that it's based around is like the origin of the Assassins as well.
Okay.
Which, if it follows like the historical, like accurate version, then it's kind of cool. But it also makes the Assassins look like right dicks. So
I mean, they kind of are, aren't they?
I mean, you gotta be a right dick to murder someone, right?
From the
they
previous
do-
games and everything. That it kind of been a bit iffy because there was one of the games where you were a Templar, and that game was fucking
Which
cool.
one was that?
It's called
The
Rogue.
American one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's called Rogue, wasn't it?
yes.
Not like the original American one though.
It's on
Assassin's
PS3.
No,
Creed
not three.
No.
Not three.
It's on PSP.
I mean,
though.
you start three.
Oh,
No, it's
PSP.
on PC, mate.
It wasn't originally. It was only on handhelds.
I'm pretty sure. Really? Are you sure?
I fucking promise you.
So was the camera not a little low for you?
Yeah, it's because it got moved because I was there moving every. Dude, this is.
The thing is, like,
Anyway, sorry.
I don't know if like I missed the advertising campaign for it, but it didn't feel like there was an advertising campaign for
didn't.
Mirage.
I
By the way-
wouldn't have known it was coming out.
I
if
saw
Lon
some ads
hadn't
on
bought it.
YouTube.
Yeah.
That was about it.
I'm seeing
I got
ads now that
YouTube
it's
Premium, so you know, I just don't see them
Wondy
anymore.
I'm not gonna change this for long, but look how fucking
nice
brilliant
to see
this
ads on
picture
YouTube.
is.
Dale,
nice.
There's nothing worse.
Hold on.
There's
Wait, is this
nothing-
something missing in the middle, is it?
Wait, hold on.
Gary, can you
another
splice
frame.
your face onto the girl?
So good.
Do
yeah,
do
you
the
can put your
same
face there.
pose. Do the same pose. Yeah, hand up as well. Look back. Yeah, look back. So look behind you.
So we can see the back of his head in his mirror. Look there as well. Look.
Perfect.
But yeah, Mirage. I hadn't heard anything about it until it just suddenly came out.
Yeah, 'cause I probably wouldn't have known it was released
Yeah, I think
on
it's
Thursday if it wasn't for Lon buying it.
I didn't know it was
that's
out till I
Assassin's Creed.
went in and Dad's was playing earlier.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
so weird. I'd like no idea that it was out. It's like they just didn't bother this time.
No.
But I after like Valhalla, I was like, oh, I probably won't play another one again.
Yeah.
But this
And
one looks
then-
a bit more old school, like.
But
Apparently
what
it's
ended
good.
up happening, I was like, I kind of miss. Geez, that's thirsty in chat. I kind of miss.
They're not wrong though,
The,
Kaif.
thanks, man. I miss their formula, like their really
You meant the
shitty,
bolding comment. I was
boring,
like, yeah, that's me.
like formulaic Assassin's Creed thing.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
the original thing?
No, like for their they started with Odyssey.
I really liked Odyssey.
Yeah,
I thought Odyssey was really
I haven't
cool.
played more than an hour of like either of the new ones, like Odyssey.
Odyssey was really
Origins,
cool. Yeah, Origins was the
Odyssey
one
was my
in like
favorite.
Egypt, right? Yeah, Odyssey was really
and
cool.
Valhalla. I played about an hour of Odyssey, and I was like, yeah, I can't be asked.
I really
I like the
enjoyed
old
Odyssey.
Assassin's
I
It
liked
started
Odyssey.
slow,
I liked,
but it was cool.
I liked sailing our ship around, like taking over
Yeah.
territories and stuff. That was pretty cool.
It was class.
Origins
Dressed
was
like a Spartan as well.
yeah. Origins was pretty alright. I think that was sort of their like testing the waters,
You know
wasn't
what
it?
the
New
issue was,
formula,
though?
Yeah, I think so.
I no longer felt like an assassin.
I mean, you're not
Therefore,
really.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
did.
this
You're
is an
basically a
Assassin's
Spartan
Creed
at
to
that
me.
point,
So I didn't
or a
I like
Roman.
really
whatever.
wanted-
assassin side of everything.
I really wanted to like Valhalla, but then
Yeah.
as soon as you got to England and they were like, off you crack, and I was like, but this world's boring as fuck and I don't want to be here.
Yeah, England sucks anyway. I don't want to be there in real life, let alone in the game.
The only good part of
Amen.
Valhalla was any like mention of
Wales.
Mercia, and so.
Yeah,
basically
it
Wales.
reminded me of Last Kingdom or Vikings. Great programs.
I just want to go wander around fucking Sweden. I don't care about England.
The problem was the sailing in Valhalla was a bit rough. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're constricted to just
Shitty rivers.
our shitty
Oh
rivers.
yeah, that makes sense.
Off down the river Taff, boys.
It's like in Valheim where you get in a boat and you have to like squeeze down the little
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
rivers
And
in
it-
between.
And it
Who
turns
would
out
do
the
that,
random
though?
generation is just a small little lake at the end of it.
Oh, it's fucking
But
terrible.
Who would do that?
Get out to
Everyone
the
would
sea.
sail and see.
And then you go, all right, we're carving our own path, and you start digging through the actual land.
Gary, do you remember we sailed down, like in Valheim, we sailed down and the fucking tide went out
Yeah.
and the
they
boat
got
was just stuck on the sand.
I can't. What was the
Best one was sailing to the
tales
edge of
of,
the earth and throwing sausages off the side.
Yeah, that was
The
good.
best thing we done, yeah.
It's
I
actually
remember
best.
our D-Day landing in our new world as well, but went fucking tits up.
The troll by the hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good, like, first experience, you know?
It was a good
It's
tale.
like that experience when you get when you play like WoW for the first time. You're like, wow, everything's so fucking amazing. This is class.
I think that was a really good game.
Yeah.
Valheim
Like,
is
they did
really
a
good.
job
It
with
just
that game.
I'm hoping Lord of the
I-
Rings Moria has the
Yeah.
same
Oh yeah.
sense of wonder when you get
it's
in.
like a
do you mean more is that,
Minecraft Lord of the Rings.
It's
sort of
coming
thing.
out at the end of the
Shut
month.
up.
It's an 8-player.
This month.
Yeah.
Wait, is it
Yeah.
this month? Really?
Playing that
It's an
game.
8-player dwarf
Took
game.
some time off.
He's crafting and building. I'm pretty sure. So it's randomly procedurally generated, and I think, or at least it looks like it. You can just dig through anything.
Yeah, the digging looked really cool.
I remember
so
they
cool.
announced it, and I was like, that looks amazing, but I didn't keep track of
Though,
it.
you said.
It's 8-player.
I
It's
was,
only 8-player.
And more would have been better. I thought it was going to be like a
What, you want fucking
like
24 different
Conan
dwarves
level
roaming
kind
around?
of, like, you know.
He wants the 5 armies.
Maybe someone might.
We would
mod
be
it.
the 5
Is
armies,
it more
mate.
story based though? Like, is this?
I don't think so.
The story seems to be like you have to find the artifacts and the secrets behind Moria. So there is like a sort of end game, but I think it's more on the crafting, killing monsters, and exploring.
I'm going to play it
hope to
regardless.
God
That sounds
I
cool.
just want to
There's
play
a-
Lord of the Rings games.
Why have I
I
never
hope
heard
to
of
God
this?
there's a Balrog.
There will be.
If we
without a
can
doubt.
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, but well,
Yeah, mate.
I mean, you can't really fight Balrogs, can you?
What's
They're a
gonna be
little
the
bit
big
too
bad
strong.
in there. Otherwise,
what do you mean? Like, if we can build whatever we can have mithril armor. We can
Mithril.
fuck a Balrog. Mithril.
Do you think there'll be elves?
Oh, I can't wait. Nah,
They're
no,
fucking
play an
devs.
elf than a dwarf though.
They'll be
Moria.
fucking dead. We're going to kill every single elf we see.
rather play an elf. Like,
I'm
Would you
looking forward to it.
really?
I really hope it's good.
Nah, dwarves
There'll,
all the
there'll
way.
be trolls in the dungeon.
Oh, there's gotta be. There's definitely gotta be trolls in it.
Wrong franchise, man.
trolls in the dungeon.
I remember that from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, same.
What's that
Man.
from? Is that Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
the
don't
one with
remember when Gandalf came running in the room when they were in that?
No, the only thing I remember from Harry Potter is fucking a fetus. And did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Who's a fetus?
No, he
Voldemort.
said defeatus.
Oh.
No, the fetus.
Yeah.
The fetus, that fetus.
Oh, do you mean the really gross fetus
great
thing in the
wizard.
later
Last film.
films?
But in the last film, he's literally, for whatever reason, he's
Underneath
a fetus
the
and he's
fucking train
underneath
bench.
the fucking
Yeah.
bench.
It's very strange.
Sorry, Kaif, you don't remember Harry's dead.
Harry Potter is dead.
Gary, do you remember the bit with the troll where he picks his nose with one of the wands?
Yeah.
And he just scoops out a bunch of bugs. Like,
What's there's the one where Harry sticks a wand up his nose, but there's
I thought you were going to say his ass for a second. I was like, I didn't watch that one.
I was gonna say, oh no, actually, I'm thinking of. I was
Go
gonna
on,
say
yeah.
the one where the troll sneezes and out comes what's his name? But that's from The Hobbit. It's not from
Yeah,
Harry
The
Potter.
How are you mixing these films up? Like the franchise
Because
just
there's
became
trolls.
one view.
Troll just brought them together.
While we're on topic for Harry Potter, I saw a TikTok the other day that just made me think. Talk about how much of an arsehole Harry Potter is in the first film in that train. When he buys every single sweet
buy
known
them
to
all.
man from the trolley and leaves every other kid on the train with nothing. They walk him by with trolleys, like of food, of snacks and stuff. And he's like, oh, I'll take the lot.
Yeah, but
Imagine you're
I
a
feel
guy in the
like
next fucking
on a
tram.
train-
The next like room over, you're like,
Yeah.
can't wait for some chocolate frogs. And then you
yeah, I'm
hear
like-
that, and he comes by, the woman comes by with a trolley, and there's fucking nothing.
Yeah, but I feel like
All because
train
Mr.
is
Potter
gonna be
needed his
more
frogs.
stuff
Let me
Like,
set
somewhere
the
else. You go
scenario
back,
for you.
refill
Dan.
it.
maybe.
Sorry. Let me say you the scenario, right? Your dad went to Hogwarts. He's bigging up Hogwarts. And he's like, on your first year, you're going to get a training and you're going to get a chocolate frog because of the greatest thing ever. And you're like, oh boy, I'm going to Hogwarts. And you're sat there and you're meeting these new kids and you're like, I'm going to get a chocolate frog. And then she comes around and she's like, no frogs left, son.
Yeah,
And
I
you go,
know. Mate, and you walk past one of the other cabins and there's a fucking specky kid and his ginger mate with fucking mangy sandwiches sat there on the side, scarfing out every frog known to man. Oh, it'd ruin your fucking year, like.
and then he let a frog out the window free.
You just
Like, he just wasted them. He's just like, fuck this frog. Don't want it.
Yeah, the kid the next tram down sees a fucking chocolate frog.
Yeah,
past the
exactly.
window, like,
Do you remember the part where Harry turned into Hermione and let Ron finger him?
That was my favorite bit. Yeah.
Wait, I think that was a Pornhub.
I actually went back and watched all the Harry Potter films recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when you just kind of have like urge to rewatch
Yeah.
something? It was just there, like I couldn't get rid of it.
Are they Christmas films?
Didn't they come out every Christmas?
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
I wouldn't say they're particularly Christmas films. They put them on at Christmas time, and it's something that I'd probably sit and kind of catch bits of at
Okay,
Christmas
yeah.
time.
There's a lot of people who
fairness-
think they are.
In fairness, when I was growing up, every Christmas day the Harry Potter films
Yeah,
played.
they were always on.
So it'd always be
It
back to
kind of
back.
is a
Yeah.
Christmassy film. In the same way like Die Hard is, because that plays every Christmas day as well.
I don't think it's a Christmas film, but it's a film that is watched regularly around Christmas time.
Mate, I remember like
There was snow in one of them.
There was-
Christmas in
yeah.
one of them.
And they celebrate Christmas in it as well.
Can you imagine that? Like, fucking, it's the wizarding world, right? They can all fly and all that shit. And they're like, yeah, we believe in a fat guy who
believe
goes
in
around in
fucking
a car
Santa.
pulled by reindeers.
yeah, that's how we
How
did
do you
it.
know
Sounds
he's not
believable
the
if that
strong?
will-
Yeah,
Yeah.
how do you know he's not the strongest wizard in the world?
Wouldn't he have defeated Voldemort?
Nah, who cares? You got shit to deal
he
with.
uses his strength for presence and joy, not death and destruction and killing.
How's he strong, man?
He doesn't.
He's
get
strong
involved
in
with
friends.
Because he's
normie
strong in willpower.
politics.
True.
Nah, that's fair.
Santa just lives up in the North Pole. Like, look at all these
Yeah.
guys. They're not as good as me.
He helps
He's
once, he'll be
cast-
called in for everything.
Yeah, he's actually like the bad guy in the next like arc of Harry Potter.
What's Santa?
Yeah.
Santa, yeah.
Harry Potter
Finally
is
comes
dead.
down.
Ho ho ho!
You're a fucking idiot, mate.
He's had
Oh,
enough
God.
of like, people not kind of like, people forgetting he exists and stuff. And he's like, I'll fucking show them.
I've had to fucking dive it into a box of present and then sends it off to someone. They're like, oh boy, my present. They wind
up
it
a
up,
green
box
beam
up,
to the face,
blows them up, they're dead. Okay, man, that'd be the gift.
By the way,
What?
I'm thinking there's a film idea there. We could make you some absolute fucking moolah.
Some bare peas, yeah.
Do you remember back in the day, there was a film called Cowboys vs. Aliens?
Yeah.
We could
I
have,
actually recognize that.
we could actually have a sequel to Harry Potter where it's guns vs. wizards. 'Cause I think a gun could win.
Guns first with yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but
like,
they'll just Expelliarmus you and your gun's gone. Like,
yeah, but if you're a sniper from a fucking mile away, well, they have no idea.
Did you see Neville in the last Harry Potter film? That
What, with
boy's
the sword
a
when he
fucking
killed the snake?
sniper. No, when he's fucking casting and
I mean, you can shoot the gun.
Yeah, but Gary, you don't know that a sniper's going to shoot you.
You can
Yeah, but
disarm
what if
the
you
gun
put
out
a
my hand.
what
If I
if-
shot already, you're fucked.
what if you put a scope on your wand?
Mate, fucking Call of Duty of that,
Three
Do you
300
think there's
times
extended
scope on
mags
the
on
wand.
as well? You like store spells up for the future.
I'm reloading.
Yeah.
That's a
stand in the
silencer on
corner
the end
making
of your
some
wand. It's like Expelliarmus.
Yeah, you don't have a silence on it. You just have to whisper.
Yeah.
I want the Harry Potter
Or-
Battle Royale now.
Or if anything, the person that you're casting it on has to hear you, so you've just got a megaphone, so it goes further along. By the way, yeah, Harry Potter Battle Royale, there's a fucking shout as well.
Oh,
that-
mate,
is that
that's
actually-
such a good idea.
that
Why
a
did
thing?
nobody
Dale's
say it
like,
before?
All right. Okay.
Is that a thing, Dale, or is that something you want?
Gary came up with it.
Because he said sniper one. I was like,
The thing is, like,
make a Battle Royale.
like a Harry Potter battle royale would probably work really well.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It
Hold on.
was a wizard battle royale, but I think that stopped development.
Oh, I
yeah,
remember
that
the one
was
you're on
class.
about.
What
Oh,
was
it's that
it
spell
called?
game, right?
Spellbreak or something.
Yeah, that was really good.
Maybe it's a bad idea.
It was good.
It was fun. You could combine your spells together and stuff. It was really cool.
If there was a,
It got picked up really.
They've already got a base game as well with Hogwarts Legacy. You've got brooms in it, you've got the spell, the combat system. Like, all we just need is to put more wizards in it.
I mean, player controlled wizards in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Just keep
With
the same
arms.
map. Like it's all on that map.
but Gary,
Yeah.
are
But
you
can
ready?
fly as well.
Are you ready to get drop
he's
shotted by
dropping in
fucking
Hogsmeade.
FaZe Potter? Like,
Yeah, I'm
I don't know if I am, mate.
360 fucking
Mate,
Oblivio or whatever
Wait,
it's
can you
called.
imagine the call outs for their game though? Oh, the fucking blue zone's ended on the defense against the dark arts.
fucking hell.
Battle
Want to
royale
be
in
careful,
the
we're going to
castle.
end up on the Quidditch pitch.
Oh yeah, right in the open.
Where are we dropping,
Yeah.
boys? Speaking
Quidditch.
oh fuck, sorry. Speaking of battle royales, me and Dale played the fucking My Hero one recently.
Oh
we did.
god, it looks terrible.
It's not great.
It was something. The servers are awful. Real bad.
It was not a great game.
Mate, I saw the
That's
trailer
an
for it,
anime,
right?
right?
And like
Yeah.
the art style of the characters does not match the environmental art.
Oh,
Like-
I didn't know.
Like the environmental art
notice
is sort of there,
that. Yeah.
but it's more like gritty than the characters come across because
Yeah,
they're
I-
they're super vibrant.
It was a very weird game to play.
Is even more vibrant when you like gacha for a fucking bright pink costume for like Bakugo or something. You know.
Of course it's got gas.
Is it melee?
It'd be
No,
whatever,
that's
it would be
Smash
whatever the
Bros,
characters
mate.
have, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think most characters have ranged in there anyway.
Yeah, most of them
okay.
have guns, mate.
Yeah. Just whip it around.
Fucking.
Decky
My
with a Glock.
superpower is to punch hard. Mine's a gun. Fucking.
I mean, that's essentially what Bakugo is. So like,
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but he's a sweat
I
gun,
guess.
isn't he?
yeah, it's like my
Fucking
sweat
big
is basically
explosion
gunpowder,
grenade
like-
man. But speaking of grenades and guns, we've been playing a lot of CS, haven't we? Like, as in,
Yeah, we've seen the
Between
drama.
all of us.
Like, there's people
Segue.
there's people claiming that the hitboxes don't match the models.
mate, every day there's something
It's
new
not
in
even
there.
claiming anymore. It does not match the models. So it was something to do with like the hitbox should be in front of a moving character or something, and yet like you have to shoot behind to get a headshot. And then Lars posted a video of him like
I did not
with
watch that
someone
video.
else, and he's crouched, and when you crouch, your head is forward. So the guy was trying to shoot Lars at this point in the head, and he's just missing. So he shoots above the model where the head would be if he was standing up, and it kills him.
That's weird.
Have you seen it?
Nah.
Right, just watch this a sec, just get an idea. Have you seen it, Gary?
No.
Right, go into the the CS chat. I think you put it there.
For everybody else, just hang tight while people watch this. But we've been playing a fair whack of it, where like we've been kind of like grouping up and playing it, and it's been fucking cool to play.
Is
CS
it this
again.
Lars link?
I'm just talking to the audience for a bit
Trustx.com
now,
links. No, thank you.
while they all do this. But it's been a bit contentious. There's been a bit here and there, side to side, but it's not Lars.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's busted, isn't it?
That's not
It's
good.
it's a very
not good.
interesting one. They've had a lot of bugs.
Yeah, that's something they gotta fix though.
Like CS:GO came out with quite a lot of different bugs, and it ended as a really, really good game.
Yeah, I'm sure they fixed it. I mean, they must know about that and be going like, oh fuck, we gotta do something like right now.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me. But there's been bugs aside and everything like that, prices of skins and how much people have dropped on skins, Gary, aside. How we finding it? Have you been
I haven't
enjoying it,
spent that
boys?
much money on skins, mate.
How much is your knife?
A lot, but that was traded, mate.
Oh, did you trade up to it?
I did. It was
How much did you
800
spend
at
on
the
everything
time.
else?
Crates, maybe about 40, 50 quid.
Oh,
I've
that's
done
good, then.
well. I've done very well.
Yeah.
I when we last played, which was like start of the month basically, or the end of last month, I went and bought a bunch of skins for different guns.
Sorry
They
for
were all
Ebs,
like
everyone.
quid each or something, so like I'm decked out now, Gary.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
The
Look
one I
forward
did
to
spend a
that.
little bit more on was the nitro skin, which I said I wanted anyway. But it was still only
Oh, right.
4 quid or something, so it's not much.
Mate, I got no interest in the skins. Like, they're just texture wraps, and like the vast majority of them just do not look good.
I fucking
there's
love the
some-
texture
I
wraps.
do
though.
have
Oh,
an AWP that's like all little dogs all over it.
AK Fire Serpent. That is the only one for me.
There's some like okay looking ones. The problem is the CS:GO skins at their best look like Valorant Battle Pass skins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But at
I
the
don't know.
same
I
time,
like the
can
simplicity of it.
I can buy like these simple skins for like £1, so that's where I'm like happy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Man, they might rise in price.
The problem is that
Maybe.
like, yeah, you can buy the £1 skins, but if you want to get anything good, you either have to fork out money for it or just gamble like fuck.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like the gambling in it. It is a sad time.
I think the worst part about it is you need not only do you have to buy the case, you got to buy the fucking keys as well.
Yeah.
I had,
well, you don't
I
have
had
to
two
buy
of the
case.
cases the other day when me and Lars were playing, and I loaded her up, and I was like, Lars, I'll buy some keys. Fuck it. He's like, oh, let me watch, because he is a horrible gambling addict.
And he's not allowed to.
It's
'cause
terrible.
country.
Yeah, and he's not allowed to, which is really funny. So Lars really wants to gamble cases in CS, but he can't because of the laws.
You
I'm
can't
sat
buy them
there.
in the Netherlands. Yeah,
Buying keys to open these cases, and we're sat there like, yeah, let's go, and it's just garbage, just
feeding
absolute
gambling.
shit, and then
You know,
absolute
I've been
shit over and over
almost had a deal with them, Sam.
with
like,
Lars.
Yeah, I basically said like if you are desperate, we'll jump in a call. You send me the money, I'll buy whatever you want me to buy, and I'll open them for you, kind of thing, and then just send everyone back to you.
you're
I think he
admitting to
was
a crime buyer, Gary.
very close to doing it.
I
We
thought
haven't done
He
anything.
told me he was doing it because he tried to get me to do it because he said you couldn't do it until like later in the week. And he was
No,
like,
we
I
didn't.
want the stuff now. So he wanted me to do it. And I got him to
No, we-
explain everything to me and then went, no.
Is there illegal to do that?
We didn't do it.
no I
To
don't
open
think
it for someone else and then give it to them?
I don't
Well,
know.
I was
don't know
opening
the
it for
law.
me.
Exactly.
It sounds a little dodgy.
It does sound dodgy, doesn't it?
I was opening it
That's
for me.
like going into a casino with someone, giving the money to your mate to be like, gamble that for me. And then he gives the winnings back to you.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's
just
inherently
a small
illegal.
loan,
It definitely
though.
sounds a bit.
If the one person in that scenario is completely banned from doing any form of gambling ever in their life, then surely living
But
vicariously
it's
through
just
someone
a case
else
that
is
he
also.
doesn't have access to it because I think it's not available to him
Yeah.
in this country.
Yeah, he's not
Makes
banned
sense.
in my casino. Just
Like,
is.
he can buy them.
You don't
elsewhere.
own a casino, mate.
Oh, shit.
Like the Netherlands wild
You're
for that
right.
one though, because like, isn't it something like gambling was like completely illegal, and then
Yeah.
like they allowed like certain amount of gambling, like casinos and stuff. But the casinos are basically like government-owned casinos.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's wild, honestly.
That sounds about right.
Perhaps for the best.
Yeah, well,
straight in prison. Nice one, Gary.
Like we're claiming
Smart.
the money
Yeah,
from
but
this.
like, I mean, less of it though, right?
Yeah, there's less gambling out there for that reason, but at the same time, they're like the only people that can use this corrupt way of earning money.
It's still bad.
Although that's going to be you after you, open boxes for Lars.
After he gambled for Lars.
Gambled.
Gambit, bro.
No, gambled, mate.
Gambled.
Yeah, you got to get with the fucking online lingo.
Down
Son.
with the kids.
Exactly.
I'm
not down
too
with
old
those
for that
kids.
now.
Though.
Too old for that now. Or I will be.
Why? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 29 on Wednesday, but
Whoa,
Wednesday.
like
Yeah.
a day over 40.
yeah, boy.
Mate,
October,
you're fucking
me.
Yeah.
You're old as
welcome.
fuck.
I know.
I don't want to catch up with you.
Wait a minute.
How old are we
Yeah.
this year? And this is a serious question. So I told you earlier I forget my age regularly. I'm 32.
You're 32 this year.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Because I keep thinking
You're a year
I'm
older than
32
me.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
I mean,
Are you sure we're not 32 already? Maybe we're 33.
we're almost 32.
I'm pretty sure you're a year older
So
than me.
we may
and I
as
turned
well be
31
I
this
32.
year.
think we're a year older than you.
Yeah, you are old. Like,
Shut up,
There's a
fucking
point in your
criminal.
life where you just stop thinking about your age, right? It's just, I'm old
Yeah.
enough to do what I want. And nobody's going to question it now.
I don't.
According to
just
my
like,
scale,
oh,
my
nice.
scale thinks I'm 27.
Oh, that's good. Younger
Your
than Gary
scale.
now.
My scale,
Yeah,
thinks
my
I'm
scale,
230
like- it weighs like you're fat.
is it the bio age thing?
Yeah, thinks I'm 27.
Mine- 48.
I like that. That's good.
Fuck off.
No, I did. It
Your
doesn't
scale think-
anymore, but it doesn't anymore. But when I first did it, it said it was 48.
Wait, so you have scales that when you step on them, they guess your
It
age?
sends an electric pulse into your body, and it measures water, fat, muscle, and it tells you your bio age.
All the parts of your body have different density. So
Yeah.
the scale is able to know what is passing through. So,
We go in our house as well.
Fuck me, that sounds like magic.
yeah, when it gets to my
Sounds
cock, it
different.
thinks I got a lot of muscle.
It's actually just a
Jesus
wizard
Christ.
in the box, and he just shoots a fucking lightning bolt through you.
Imagine being that scale though. You're looking up and you see a fucking dude's asshole and you're pulsing through it like that's rough.
Not
When you stand
again.
on your scale, your asshole goes,
Imagine the scale had sentience and it has to like remind itself that it sends a signal through someone's prostate.
screams every time.
Imagine the signals are just separate beings. It's like, okay, today, John, you're going to be doing the liver, you'll be doing the heart, you'll be doing the lungs. Well, you got the butthole, mate. Like,
Why do I always get the
Every time
butthole?
I get on my scales now, I'm going to keep that in mind. And I'm just going to kind of like let out a little moan just to make my scales, just in case my scales are sentient. I want them to feel uncomfortable. So I stand
you
on
want them
scales
to,
and it's
oh,
like,
God.
You're going to stand on there and be like, yeah, you like that?
Just lube up your butt. Like, put a little lube on the end of your butt. So he's got to ease your
All
way
you'll
in. Maybe it'll
hear
be
is a
nicer.
faint no.
it's make a moan and then look down just in case it reacts. Look.
You see your scale just shriveling.
They just slowly sink into the ground. Although that could be because of weight, not because of
That's
embarrassment.
probably the way.
Christ.
So what does your scale say you are now, Gary? How old do you think you are?
32.
What's yours?
27.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
I don't have any of them. Mine goes, yeah, as you wait. And I
I'll
go,
check mine.
hey.
I was lying when I said it thinks I'm 2 30-year-olds.
Please tell one of them to get off.
One at a time, please. Oh, okay.
Mate, when I drop you off later, Dale, I'll come in, strip off and get on the scales and be insulted.
I think the notification goes to Daz's phone now. Oh, fucking look
Then
how clean you
after-
are. Mr. Healthy, mate.
After doing all of that, Dale,
Fuck, man, are we red all over? Like?
after doing all of that and getting the measurement, I'll go up when he's sleeping. If I creep in, check something and be like, yeah, and delete it and leave.
Hey, Gary,
Daz, how fat am I?
the thing we have, right, it sends the results to your phone and it's
Right.
nice and color coded to be like, good boy, green. They'll just look at mine and go, fucking, look at all that green. Mine's fucking red everywhere.
It's,
Yep.
Yeah, yours is very green, though. You're doing well. Well, you've fucking smashed a lot of weight off recently, haven't you?
Lost 10 kilograms.
That's huge.
Smash that, but
I knew. I'm packing it on at the moment. I need
Yeah.
to stop. Like,
I put a kilogram back on, but that puts me to 69.2.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like
I wanted that 69.
69. I was like, no.
I was smashing those donuts. I was like, I got it here. Skinny
Yeah.
boy. But actually, I still got a bit of a
on
gut
a
to
bit
me.
of a health kick at the moment. Like Sam lost loads of weight.
It's nice. Almost there. I'm like a kilo or two off my goal.
Daz is like working out and stuff now.
I went in and saw all of the different instruments he had, like the
What's he
different
working
workout
out?
stuff. The cock, mate.
Wrist.
The wrist and
They're
cock.
both at the same time.
I've been
He's
intending
fucking
to
swole
start the
wrist.
gym for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks, but I'm going with like 2 people from work.
Yeah.
Straight after work, and the amount of times that they've been like, "Can't be asked today," or I've had to go somewhere at the end of the day. So like I go home from wherever I am,
Yeah.
and like I don't end up going to the gym with them then because I don't go back to where work is. Like
So what you're
That
saying
makes
is you
sense.
don't go to the gym.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I've been trying for like 2-3 weeks now
That's
to like
fair.
start the gym, and like something seems to be getting in the way because I'm relying on others to go. Whereas I should realistically just start one that's closer to me and rely on myself. But I thought it would be easier to rely on others because it's that motivation of going with people. But no, it just means there's like 2 other people who are like, I can't be asked today.
Kirsty and I have been going together. It's made it a lot easier.
I didn't
And
ask
then we
Gary.
started doing. Okay.
I thought of that the other day because I used to do that to everybody, and I was like, "Oh, it's a bit of an asshole doing that." You did that, and I forgot how funny it was.
Oh, fucking hell. I took a swig of my drink when you did that as well. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit, the fucking microphone.
I just watched one large tear just drop onto my
Oh,
belly.
at least
You
you've
wouldn't
lost
know,
weight
mate.
then,
You're underwater. So.
mate. It just
It
floated
went
up to
up.
the surface. Yeah. Mate, you need to change that. It keeps looping, and it's so distracted.
Sorry.
It's
Like, look,
horrible.
it just
Yeah.
stops right there. That's fucking terrible. Oh Christ!
I'm gonna move the mic closer to my face because people
Stick her in
can't
your
hear
mouth.
me properly. Like
Oh,
I think it's like turn to you guys and talk.
yeah,
So like
that makes sense.
if I move it more like there,
But just do. Oh fuck! I
Get that fucking bad boy in there.
spit on me. Wipe that off. Oh fuck
Hi,
off,
guys.
Gary. It's Gary. That's looping too much. Gary,
I know,
changes
I know.
to something else
I'm
that
gonna
loops even
turn
more.
off.
Fucking hell. So yeah,
So you
fucking
You
CS.
won't loop, huh?
How have we been enjoying it? Because Dale's kind of somewhat brand new to the game.
yeah, I haven't
No,
really
he's
played-
definitely played it before.
Yeah.
I played very little like CS:GO, and probably no like CS source.
Yeah.
Apart from like jumping on someone else's account back in the day. Remember?
Yeah.
Howard used to like play on his.
Oh, he loved it, didn't he? He was mad for
loved
it.
So when I first met him, was like I was down his house with his mate, but he
Yeah.
was like sat in the kitchen on like the computer that was in a little cupboard under the stairs, like playing CS, like swearing away. I wouldn't repeat what he was saying, but he was one of them guys. Like, you know,
Ah, okay. Yeah.
yeah. But that was my first experience. And I was just watching it, like, what's going on?
I think back like early 2000s, a lot of people who played CS would have the most dog shit setup. It would look like they've just robbed it from a war scene. Like, it's so bad. Every single one of them. And they'd be loving it and playing it loads.
Well, we were playing it at the time that I was in Luton with my
Wait, you were
stomach
looting?
situation.
I wasn't looting.
What were you looting?
My dignity.
I don't know if we've ever told this story on the podcast, have we?
Oh,
I
must
wasn't
have.
looting.
I wasn't looting.
No, it was streamed, wasn't it?
It was
I
streamed
mean,
at the
maybe,
time, yeah.
but it's
Josh was
very.
streaming, I think.
It was years ago, mate.
What was the story?
What was the
Oh,
story?
Kai, you must
does
know.
Gary want to explain, or does Gary want us
It's
to
not even
explain?
funny when you explain it. That's the problem.
Huh?
Like, it's not even funny when you explain it.
No, not
It's one of
really.
them in the moment. We found it
Mate,
hilarious.
we thought it was the funniest shit in the world. So Gary
Because
lived
I
in.
got annoyed as well, wasn't it?
Gary used to live in a place in England called Luton, and we were playing Fortnite. And we were having a go at Gary because he was taking ages to do everything. And he just went, I wasn't Luton. We went, I thought you wasn't Luton. And he didn't understand it. So for about 2 hours, 3 hours, we were just repeating this over and over again. And he was getting furious for the entire time because he just didn't understand it.
Getting under his skin.
Over and over again with him just
Slowly,
repeating, I
about
wasn't
5
Luton.
minutes into the joke, he was fucking done.
Mate, he was so finished.
Mate, that guy said oof Luton, he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows.
Yeah.
How long was it, Gary? It was a while,
Over a
wasn't
year.
it? No, not you living
how
there.
long-
You
All right.
what the fuck?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Wait, is
Streamlabs just closed.
we've never had that before, have we? Welcome back. I've just noticed Gary's new background.
Yeah, he's gonna sing the song for us now.
Go on, Gary.
I already did.
Yeah,
Do it again.
You gotta do it live though.
No.
Yeah,
it's-
we
it's
went
done.
live then, so you got to do it again.
It's done. I was live. I'm no longer.
Why? You're not alive anymore, are you?
Yeah, boy.
Why?
I think I've got a better one anyway.
Oh, okay.
You know me.
Okay.
Can't stay in the same background for too long.
Fucking memes
I
for
mean, I
days.
do know
isn't
you,
he?
mate. I do know you.
It's got memes for days.
I don't know. This isn't really a meme, to be fair. It's just a nice picture, you know, of scenery.
Aw.
I like the pause up on the mountain as well.
It's just a lovely
Leveler.
Lovely.
lovely scenery.
Are all these images on your PC, or are you like
Well, they
He's
are now.
downloading them.
you download?
You'll like look these up and then download them almost immediately. Yeah. That's exactly what he's been doing.
That is exactly what I've been doing. It's
Yeah.
just that obvious. Oh my god, some of these are fucking brilliant as well. Like I just, you know me, easily entertained in a
Yeah.
yeah.
So, boys, just as a final thing about CS and stuff. So I wanted to, because we had quite a bit of a discussion in our Discord about this, about CS and Valorant. Which one is the better game at the moment anyway? As we've got a lot of people here who have played both. What do we think? After having played both so recently, What do we
They
think?
both have like a unique play style. Like
Yeah.
obviously the genre is the same, but you know it's like saying every battle royale is the same. They are somewhat, but you know some people would never play Fortnite but would play Warzone. But I prefer Valorant.
Yeah.
I just miss the control that you have with some of the characters.
Yeah, I think Valorant's like the Fortnite of that kind of gameplay. Whereas like there's a bunch of people who'd be like, I'm not playing that game with all them stupid skills, and it's just like they'd be like, I'm not playing that battle royale with all that building.
with all the building, that makes sense. That makes sense.
There's a lot of like complex stuff in Valorant.
It's a
that
big
some
learning
people
curve for
would
Valorant,
not
isn't
want
it?
to play for that reason. And like I actually really enjoyed the simplicity of CS2, which is what I was telling you
Yeah.
before. I'm liking how like kind of basic it is.
Yeah.
There's more.
I'm a
focus on, like, the
grenades
gunplay
guy.
and yeah.
Not a
And
super
everyone brings the same thing to the table then, rather than having to like think, oh, what's this person doing now? Like, you know, what have they got in their arsenal? Like, I can
Yeah,
hear
as opposed
footsteps, but I
to-
have no idea what could be around the corner, what ability could come flying out. Like,
That's what I like
Yeah,
about it though.
yeah, I like it, but at the same time, I'm enjoying stepping away from that now and having a very simple gameplay.
Yeah, I like having the characters because it can really make the game for you. Like it can swing it in your favor completely. Whereas in CS:GO, it is like it's pure raw skill.
Hello, gorgeous.
And you know, if someone's smashing you, probably gonna keep on smashing you.
Yeah. I mean, from watching that custom game that we did, the fact that you can throw 2 blast packs, fly through a map, be behind the enemy team in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, but that's just one character.
I know, but it's
But
like
that's it. What if I could get like footsteps, yeah? And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, who could be around that corner? And then 2
Yeah, but-
seconds later, a character comes flying through sight onto the other side. And I'm
that's
like,
why.
oh,
That's why I like Valorant. You know.
you just
the-
don't know
the
what's
skill-
about to happen. Like,
the skill level of a skill shooter has gone and left when that can happen.
Especially when you can pull an RPG
Nah,
out and
there's-
shoot
there's
around the
still-
corner.
other fucking skill
Like
level
the
at this
skill
point.
level is still extremely
'Cause you
high.
need to learn how to.
Oh no, it is, but it's
play.
less
You need
so
to learn
than
gunplay.
CS.
And then
I would
you need to
agree with
learn-
you though, mate. It's less about gunplay and more about using the utility you've got.
Yeah.
Because
If my gun, so the difference is,
like the gunplay's still
if
important.
someone who's
but
good at the game did that and flew past, they'd turn around and they'd kill me. Yeah. If I did that to someone and managed to actually get the double blast pack off, which I doubt I could do, and then land it behind someone, I'd spin around and I'd probably fuck up every single shot and then die.
In Valorant, it is the gunplay is still the most important part. It doesn't matter what you do with your skills if you just completely miss.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, but I think in a game where I guess this is similar with the grenades though in CS, where like somebody who is really good with the lineups, they know exactly where to throw them, etc., is going to be vastly better than people who obviously don't have that. They're both really good, but one is being able to smoke, fire, flashbang, grenade.
Yeah.
Whereas in Valorant, it's I can blind through a wall, I can drop an ultimate on somebody and fucking what's his name? Brimstone ult.
Open up the sky.
There's a guy in a corner. I'm just gonna ult on top of him and he's dead.
There's just a lot more you need to be aware of in Valorant. There's a lot more that unpredictability of like what could be around that corner.
I think you have to adapt a lot more in Valorant than you do in CS.
Yeah, but with Valorant, I like that you can adapt more because, like, with CS, there's only a certain set amounts that you can really get onto site, and everyone knows them. It's really limited in that way, so that's where it becomes like if somebody's got a better aim than you, it can be so fucking frustrating. Yeah, but like with Valorant, you can just there's so many different ways you can attack a site.
So would you say that Valorant is kinda to less skilled players?
Yeah, probably.
I would probably agree.
CSGO's got a really the skill ceiling. It's like really fucking high.
You have to be better than the person you're playing against.
Exactly.
In gunplay in CSGO,
Yeah.
You have to know that you can take the 1v1, sometimes the 1v2. You just have to be confident in being the better player, whereas you can rely solely on utility, I guess, when it comes to... not solely, I think like, you can rely heavily on utility coming into...
But I think that confidence plays like massively as well. Like, cause
100%.
Look at you, Dale. You fucking hated Valorant and that, and then you went into CS, and then you actually started getting kills and popping off and stuff like that. Just
I'm a confident guy, like, you know.
It's having that confidence is massive. I could be playing like absolute shit, and like in one game, go into the next, just feeling more confident and just wipe the floor. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm doing this. I just feel really confident, and any play works, and I can just feel like I can do it.
Games, even if I'm shit at a game, I'll sit there and make call the shots. Like
the thing is,
like, the shot caller, and people will be like, "Oh, look at this guy! Like, he can't shoot for shit, but he's shouting out." But like,
even though like you're having a better time in CS, I think that might be because we don't really have an MMR yet. So like, when you play with us, you're going up against people who are like, you come around the corner, you're dead in a fraction of a second. Whereas in CS:GO, like I've been playing games, and there's guys that I'll come around the corner with my knife out. They see me, they're like, oh, there's no one there. And like 3 seconds later, I get my gun out and kill them. So I feel like as we play more CS and our MMR rises, you might end up in the same scenario where you're like,
you probably would be.
We're like, oh, this fucking sucks. I can't kill anyone.
And I think you probably eventually balance out though, wouldn't you?
At the point as well where people that are a lot better than us and higher than us, their MMR has been reset, so they're at our level.
Yeah,
so I think it's actually harder at this point as opposed to.
We've never had like a particularly close game when playing together. We've had either we've dominated someone
or stomped.
We've got absolutely rinsed by someone. Like.
Yeah, the games we played, Stan, we absolutely fucking shat on people, didn't we?
I never played CS2. I wasn't there. I have yet to play it. But I do have something to say on CSGO versus Valorant. I played a lot of CSGO years ago.
I bet you got some skins, haven't you?
They're nowhere near as good as they used to be. I sold most of them, got games on Steam. But I personally feel there's less skill expression in CS compared to Valorant.
What do you mean?
In the sense of it mainly comes down to being a better shot. You can know callouts, you can know other stuff like that. But when it comes to the grenades and stuff, it's more about memorizing lineups, and that's about it. Whereas there's so much more you can do with the util in like Valorant, for instance, which you can do more skill expression with.
Yeah, but bear in mind that's because the utility is a lot more varied than it is.
I would agree, but I feel personally that CS is a bit. It pigeonholes you into very, very similar gameplay.
Yeah, but
gameplay would be.
Yeah, but CS isn't about.
I disagree with you.
That's why I think it comes down to the gunplay more than anything.
Yeah, because CS is.
But I also feel, at least personally, and I could still be off. I feel that gets duller quicker.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the kind of game that I stick to for ages. I do agree with you with that. It's not the kind of game that I know I'm going to play for like years to come. I'll probably get bored of it within a month. It's just where I'm like, but Yeah,
still think
right,
it's a
right
really
now
good
I'm
game,
enjoying
bear
the
in
simplest.
mind.
Yeah.
and the idea
I
as well
disagree
is
because
that-
I think. Sorry, Gary.
that's okay.
Just very quickly. I disagree because I think Valorant has the exact same thing. Pro players, they all have the exact same lineups they use for any character. Like that's all you'll see. They'll all looking up any lineups for Sova, for instance. On every map, there's specific ones that people find. People will find different ones here and there, but it's the same thing that happens. They'll always use the same arrows, the god arrows for each side. They'll always use this for retake. They'll always use that. It's exactly the same for either side for pro level play.
I
But
suppose.
there's more reactive gameplay.
It's
with
just
the
there's
skills,
very
though.
much more of them to use.
Yeah.
But
So it
you
gives
can
the
use
illusion
skills
of
in a
more.
more reactive way than you could a grenade.
I also
Yeah,
suppose.
possibly.
I mean, like
Like,
pro
it makes
players
it a bit
also
more-
like they just tunnel one thing, like whatever the flavor is. That's what pro players do. Like the gameplay in pro play and like spicing up the game. It's just not there. It's everyone else
In
these
Valorant
games.
or CS.
In most games.
Okay.
Everyone else comes up with these ideas and stuff, and the pro players just pick and choose what they want, and then they all just fucking go ham on it.
Yeah.
So
That makes
I
sense.
don't know if that's a good example. Like what Stan said, it like with CS:GO, it's all gonna look the same.
Oh, Christ.
Oh my god!
Fucking hell, Gary.
What the fuck, Gary?
Why are you randomly applauding?
I landed on my keyboard.
Started clapping.
I jumped out my fucking skin.
agreed with you.
He agreed so badly. Yeah. And he decided to applaud through his camera.
Gary subconsciously was like, yeah, slay.
Get out.
But the thing is with Valorant, even if like pro players do like pigeonhole themselves in certain tactics, there's still far more variety in what you can do.
I guess in a
absolutely.
way. I guess.
For me,
But do you
I
not
think-
think that?
With
CS
CS:GO, it's
is,
like, what are you
uh,
gonna do? Oh, I just shoot.
CS is a gun-focused game, and Valorant has taken a gun-focused game and put the focus more on the utility than the guns, I believe. But
Which
the
is-
guns are still just as prevalent.
when-
Quite funny because when they released it, they were like, "Oh yeah, we don't want the utility to be strong. We just want it
Yeah.
to like enhance the gunplay." And now
they
it's
like
Like I
completely
said, it's easier
they
to use
100%
utility
did.
within Valorant as like a reactionary thing, and therefore it brings more to the gameplay outside of gunplay at that
Yeah,
point.
I wouldn't say the utility in Valorant is too strong.
It
No,
brings
Like
variation.
you have to be in a grenade
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
a long time to die to it.
Fun.
Like you have to be in like a molly for a long time to die to it.
Yeah.
You got to be hit by two Sova ults. Raise you get hit by one, but like
I mean, with like the shock darts for Sova, for instance, people have lineups to make sure that they both land exactly the same time in the same place, and just to instantly kill people and stuff. There is a lot more variety to it because there's just loads of different colors of people, as in, you know, Sova's your blue man, Viper's your green, Owen's purple, etc. They all do different things, but I don't know. I think I kind of think it's more colorful to watch Valorant, but I don't know. I've always enjoyed watching CS, and
Yeah.
I think watching people do something unique and different with with far simpler kits, like when people come up with plays or come up with something different out of such a bare bones kit, I think this is quite interesting that way. Personally, I do still quite like watching Valorant though, because I
the
think
thing
it
is
is.
as well.
Oh,
I
it's
do like the different
extreme.
colors and
when
stuff. Though.
when you're having a bad time in CS,
it sucks.
you just
Yeah.
that carries on. You just carry on being bad. You try to change up your tactics a bit, but as I said, there
Yeah.
isn't a huge variance.
you
But
buy
like
a
in-
P90.
Yeah. But in
and then
Valorant,
sprint around the corner like a fucking madman.
in Valorant, you go, this isn't working, and you can change up your agent to like something that has a completely different play style.
It is. It
And
is
see
a
if it
lot
like
friendlier.
revamps
Yeah.
you a bit.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
then
a kind of like a friend, like it's a less I don't know, it's like a more
Accessible.
Less-
open, accessible competitive. Yeah, that's right. Because like I mean,
Pardon?
You ever had a dream?
hey, fuck
It's,
you
it's,
guys.
it's less. It's more the.
He is too happy with that. He
I was
is
just
far
waiting for
too
that.
happy with
I'm
that.
also waiting for someone to say a joke as well, so I can.
Nice.
Yeah, because like look at like, you know, in CS you throw a smoke and you get a kill in a smoke and you're like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe I did that, and you're absolutely buzzing. Whereas you can play Cypher in Valorant and just visibly see people through smokes.
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah, but like you can still
like
shoot through a smoke and go, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that."
you can, but like you also don't need to do that because you can just put a tripwire in the smoke. People walk through it, and you're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
See them in the
Yeah, but
smoke.
Gary,
It is. Shut the fuck up.
in CS:GO, you can grenade a smoke and it dissipates for a moment, so you can shoot somebody.
Which is a
Yeah,
really
which is
fucking
really
cool.
cool.
I love that. I love that so
Very
much.
cool mechanic.
Even
It's-
like shooting through the smoke, it's cool. That
Yeah,
it
the
clears
Little
the
holes.
Yeah.
Like I've shot through the
You
smoke
should see
at
it
one
with
point,
a-
and then being able to see someone like sat in like the garage on the other side of nuke and just be like, oh, okay.
You should see
Duck
what
out.
the smoke looks like when you fire a negative into it.
Oh
it's
god,
just
I can
pin
imagine
holes.
that's insane. I think it is really interesting, but I think obviously they're just two different. I think the best example that has kind of been said here was your one, where you said it's like Fortnite versus other battle royales.
It's got
Where-
that little extra that some people
It's
will
like-
take to, some won't.
It's like
I
PUBG
still-
and Valorant. Sorry, PUBG and Fortnite, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
wildly
basically.
different.
same
got that
same
extra
brand,
bit
but
in
not
there.
comparable.
Yeah, which is weird because they look so similar, as in gameplay wise.
The player base gets so fucking heated over it that
Oh, yeah.
like CS:GO hate Valorant so much.
Still not as toxic as the Smash Society, though.
I mean, that's because every fucking community that has come out since Melee has been told over and over again, your game's nowhere as good as Melee.
Yeah. I always just think like things could be worse. You could be a Melee fan.
Yeah, 100%. Or it could be worse. You could be sat in the back of a bus with your mate playing it for the first time, and you start playing it against him, and you go, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at this." And you play once, and you're absolutely dumpstered, and you never play the game again.
Who dumps the deal?
Yeah.
You still
Dale.
call him, yeah. You still call
Completely,
him.
well and truly.
But
This is
no,
the
he
first
was
time
like,
I played
he was
it.
like, oh, I've been practicing, and I was like, I haven't really played the like DS version that much, like,
Yeah.
so let's have a go. And we started
I'd
at
never
the back
played
of the
against
bus.
like people properly, but I was like, "Oh yeah, I've
literally
just been playing the game. It's
tore him a
fun."
new one
Yeah.
in like seconds, and then
You-
he was like, that's enough of that.
I
know-
love the
you know
I
when you
love
play
the
them,
nights
Gary?
that we had playing where it was just like the consecutive like getting
Those were
fucking
way
shit
better.
on and
Yeah.
and shit on and shit on and
Until
shit
you
on, and then
learn
all
how
of
to play against that
and then
person,
and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I can beat him. And then from there it was like, what the fuck just happened? Like
Yeah,
do you remember
natural.
like Rob on the build up to this Smash Bros? He was like, I could smoke a Dale any day. Like honestly,
Yeah.
he was like easy. Like I've been playing this game my whole life, and I'm just there like, no, you couldn't.
Did you smash him?
The game come out and it just rinsed through you shit.
Remember the tournament we did as well?
I still got the trophy on my windowsill in my computer room, with our old group name on the
yes,
trophy. But yeah,
yeah, that's an
our
interesting one.
little SR Smash Bros tournament at Rob's
Oh, it's
house.
good fun. Like
It was fun.
It was class. I loved those.
barbecuing as well. I fucking
Yeah,
loved
I
that.
remember you
It was
making Glenn
all-
cry and sit on the steps as well.
Oh, God. Garrett,
Just another
why did you do
fucking
that?
day. Because he stole my sweet.
Sweet,
sweet.
Stole my sleep.
sweet.
He stole my seat.
What sweet did he steal off you?
All of them.
Yeah. Oh, is that why he's the why?
Why what, Sam?
I can't.
Why, Sam?
Because he was sat next to Dale.
He sat next to you.
Can I pet that dog?
I bet that dog.
Oh God.
You know how you were saying just there, Sam, about how like the first time we played against Dale and he just
Yeah.
fucking absolute smashed you. That reminds me of Warcraft 3 so badly and how
Oh
bad
well,
that
when you
was
try
to play
hard
that
and
game.
fucking destroy Joe's base immediately.
I played that game once for you guys, and I was like, yeah.
Mate, we went on a
Cracking.
map with all of us playing it. We were like, oh, we'll all build up and we'll have like a big war. And like, I think Joe was there and like hadn't played the game properly or anything.
I was in
But
there
everybody
as well.
was just chilling out, taking their time and like slowly building up. And Gary's there, just every base, it literally rushes and then base to base to base to base to base, destroys everybody. Killed Joe first. Made him
He
quit.
stole my gold mine.
He stole your gold mines. So you kicked him from the game. It was outrageous for you to do that. We both know that was so. Oh, come on,
He declared war first. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
mate. That reminds me of Civ. Didn't we play it?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly
we
the
tried,
same thing
yeah.
happened where we were playing it, and I was like, I'm gonna be
This
cheeky
is really
to Gary.
fun. We're advancing. Yeah.
I'll be cheeky. I'll send my. I'll position my elephants along the. I'll send my. I put my elephants on your border, and I was like, and you were like, oh, I don't like that. I'm Romans. Everybody else randomed. You didn't. You decided I want to play this civilization. You got to a point, got the units you needed, and then fucking absolutely minced me. And I went, I'm never playing this again. He's a full-on sweat lord, honestly.
You are.
With strategy games, yeah, I fucking love them. I thought we play games to play the game, you know?
Yeah,
what are you
to
playing?
play the game, not the fucking.
You're playing
Seal
Farm
Fucking Mates.
Simulator. I'm out here playing a fucking strategy game.
We never played
What,
it
against
before,
your
like, so,
fucking brand new friends?
You know,
Well,
trying
we've been
something
friends
new.
for a while at that point.
Not anymore.
Dale, did Sam not just tell a story about how the first time he played Smash against you and you absolutely fucking shat in his face? So,
Hey, I'm
less
agreeing with
you,
He told
son.
me he'd been practicing, so
My practicing was
Just
playing
so you
against
thought, right,
level
let's
5 bots.
see.
Mate, Gary, you know when somebody's in Smash and you hit them in the air and they fall back down and you hit them
Yeah.
up again and they do
Yeah,
that
they
over and
juggle.
over again?
Yeah.
No, and they try and they move to the side slightly, but you're like, oh no, that was it. Literally that
Yeah.
over and over again.
struggle.
Sam, we remember those
know.
nights where it was just like,
I know.
you lost, I lost, you lost, I lost, because winner
And then we
stays on.
eventually beat Dale. Yeah.
Yeah, but then remember we
it
were all
was quite good because we all got to the point of being at the same skill level eventually.
competitively.
And
Yeah.
that was really
Which was
good.
great.
Because
It was
every
class.
night we played was really fun because we're constantly rotating and like having to fight each other. It was it was a good laugh.
And
It
every
was
fight was
class.
different.
See, we got
It
you
just
there.
took a long time to get
We
there.
got you there. I feel like we should crack it out again soon.
I think we should as
I'm
well.
all for that.
I want to whap out the Steve again.
No.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, literally. That's my exact reaction. I forgot he existed.
Yeah, I don't want him to be. in
You
the
said
game, so-
Steve, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I
What
never
do you
want to
mean?
play that again.
The best character in the
I
game.
never
like.
want to play a game with Minecraft Steve in it apart from Minecraft. I don't even want to play Minecraft with Minecraft Steve. I'd want to just play as like my skin character. I don't want that little fucking.
So
like,
we're back. Well, that's fine. I'll play King K. Rool then. No bother.
sure.
Kinky rule.
If you
Kinky
remember,
rule.
I was completely fine with you playing that. It was Dale who had the problem.
Yeah, he fucking
He
rage
was-
quit.
he was
You
horrible
hated
to
playing
play
against Kirul. I remember where he chose it, and it pops up with your character, and you have the countdown. You would just be like, nah, just left.
Yeah,
the
he
arena.
left.
It was
I'll just
funny.
watch.
Yeah, you did. You were like, I'm gonna go off for dinner. It's like, oh, Dale, you finished your dinner? Yeah, you gonna come back play him? No.
If you play Steve, I'm not playing with you.
Oh, for fuck. That's not fair. Like censoring, like my.
It's not censoring. I just don't want to play with you when you play Steve.
Let's play Warcraft 3 instead then.
Nope.
Yeah, right. Do you want to play
So-
fucking War Chasers?
What's War Chasers?
Do you not remember it? The fucking co-op campaigns that came with the game, where you're one hero and you got your mates who are on your team, and then you're
Yes.
like wandering through killing things and going through puzzles,
Yes.
and it was like if you die, you're dead.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
they
do.
were class.
Yeah,
I
they
loved
were
those.
actually. The custom games were
I thought
really
they were
good.
cool as fuck, mate.
I did enjoy the custom games. I don't know why I started there. I remember the
Mate,
the
it's just nerves, you know. You used to
the-
stuttering around
yeah.
us, and we're rinsing
the,
you.
the Fellowship of the Ring one, where like I used to remember it as like when it first came available as a young kid. Saturday morning, you got all the characters, and then it was literally like a 4-hour playthrough or something.
Yeah.
And then you get 3.5 hours in, and it's like, oh, Frodo's died, and you're like, oh my fucking god, the game's ended.
You're like, fuck. What do I do? Requeue. Start
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna start that shit all over again. Ah, those are the
what game was
days.
Warcraft 3, Lord of the Rings maps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You used to have like the defense of Helm's Deep. Brilliant, fucking brilliant.
On there.
Should we do that, Gary?
Yeah,
There was like custom Pokemon maps and stuff. On there.
there was. Yeah,
Does that mean Blizzard, in their terms of service, technically meant that they own Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Well, they added it afterwards because I think they said I think they basically made it where it was like you can't make any copyrighted stuff anymore, and then literally a week later, people were like, Goku against Naruto at Battle Royale. Like I don't give a fuck.
isn't that where Dota originated?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
original Dota was in there.
Didn't something happen
Yeah.
with Warcraft and Dota?
They had like a court case thing or something.
Yeah, was it
I
a court
think,
case?
There was something along it with its IP and stuff, but
They had to 1v1 in Warcraft.
Fair enough. Who won?
Dota did. They got to keep the name.
Dota, yeah, they got 2.
They got 2.
They settled out of battle. That's how they've got Dota 2.
Dota also did. I think they adopted auto chess first, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually really liked the auto chess in Dota. Oh,
I
it was
never
fun.
played that one. I
But it was
played
good.
like an auto chess that came out on mobile, like one of the original
Yeah.
ones from mobile.
Where did auto chess originate from?
It was literally Dota.
it was a Dota mod thing, and then
But did the modders make it first, or did they base it off auto chess somewhere else?
I think the
I
modders
think they made it first.
and then they
And then TFT happened, didn't it?
Well, that was
Well, Riot is known for just
Dota,
you know.
Dota made their own.
media
The
there.
real auto chess, the people who made auto chess to begin with, made their own thing called auto chess, and then Riot also made TFT.
Do you remember like a browser-based like strategy game
A browser, but just one. I remember
that we
many.
used to play in school, where you could like purchase the units, but it was like a tactics kind of.
Tactics.
It was just loads of willies marching at other willies. Like,
Oh, that sounds like my kind of game.
Have you got a better description?
No, I don't.
Fuck.
'Cause I,
Was
like,
it on Miniclip, Congregate?
nah, that is a
Can you remember
website.
what any of it looks like?
Not really, bro.
Run
I'll
another
find it.
graphic.
I'll find
And
it.
what did you do in it?
Just go up against other players and like you'd put your army out and play like player against player.
What was it like an RTS?
got a PSA.
No. It was more like turn-based tactics game.
I'll give you a kiss when I come back.
do you remember that
Was it like
game that
overhead,
we?
side scroller, or
Overhead.
overhead?
Do you remember that game we used to play loads? The when we were waiting for stuff. Was it Curve? You know, like you were four dots and you drew lines and you had to like avoid each other's lines. It was like kind of like Snake, but was it like Curve something or that?
It's something IO, right?
Snake IO.
Yeah. No,
Well, it wasn't Snake IO, but you were.
was it Curve IO or
You were like circles that eat other circles to get bigger, weren't you?
no?
That was a
No.
Mario or whatever.
It was like, you know, original Snake, where if you ate your own tail, you died. But there was
Yeah.
4 of you, so it was like PvP worms.
Someone said
PvP
Worm
Snake,
IO?
like,
Like, worm?
Centipede.
No, I think Worm.io is the same as like Agario, where they adopted that. I don't think you could kill yourself. You had to be someone else.
But like you did like super quick fire rounds, and it was like best of like 20 or something. We used to do it when we were like waiting for stuff.
Does anyone else want to vaguely mention a game, but not give us a name so we can try and figure it out off little information? I've given one, Gary's given one. Who
Okay.
else?
It's a very old game. It was a browser-based 3D game. It was a fantasy game.
RuneScape.
No. It was 3D, also third person, so you run around as a character. It was a fantasy game. I don't know how to describe it other than that. There were places you could explore, armor you could put on, take off. Zelda?
Are you purposely trying to be vague?
Yeah, he's
I am trying to be vague. I know exactly what the name is.
Okay.
It's a very, very old browser game. Like,
Elder
2000s.
Scrolls.
browser. It's a browser game.
Elder Scrolls.
You
2?
literally load up the website and it loads up the game.
Was it hosted on one of those bigger sort of browser game websites?
Nope, it was its own
had its
standalone
own
thing.
site.
So,
It had its own site.
you know, this is like completely. Well,
Was it
it's
an
not off
Adventure
topic.
Quest?
I was just about to say I watched a 3-hour video on Adventure Quest the other day.
Did it?
Yeah,
Was it by-
Harley
is
linked it to me.
Was it by Josh Dreyfus?
Maybe. See, basically, he played Adventure Quest like all the way through.
Wait,
for,
I
like,
thought it was a
month.
cartoon.
No. He played it all the way through for like a month or so, just to cover like review all of the content,
Yeah.
and then released like a 2-3 hour video on like all of the content and like the origin of Adventure Quest and stuff. Harley linked it
Boys.
to me while it was premiering, and he was like, "Oh my god, this is like this guy played this for like this long," and I was like, "I'm in."
I think
They
I
got
found
it
the
on
one
chat.
I was.
It sure
was
would.
Curve Fever was
Sherwood,
the
oh
one
my
I was
god, I
talking
played
about.
that.
Yeah. It's good.
Going about
now.
Wizard 101.
Wasn't that a Disney Channel thing?
No, that was Toontown.
No, I meant
Oh my
Wizards
God,
of Waverly Place.
Oh, yeah. That one, yeah. Mate,
So what-
Toontown. Did you ever play Toontown?
No, I never played.
Gary.
Toontown.
I
It looked like
did.
a big-
Yeah, I
it was
did.
fucking class.
I thought
It was so
I think
good.
that was just slightly behind us in age, like so. Like our age just never played Toontown.
Mate,
It's
Toontown
kinda-
was
it's kinda
the
like
fucking boy. I loved
Club
it.
Penguin
But then
type
people
thing.
younger than us were playing Toontown.
I fucking loved it, mate.
The game I was talking about was Curve Fever, by the way.
Oh, never heard of it. Okay, here's a
Oh.
game. This one's even more. This one's even more niche. I'd be surprised if people get it right. It came on a CD. Normally came with PCs. I think it might have been in Windows. It was a game where you go around a hotel. It's a side scroller. You could do lots of art things in it. One of the dudes in it was really freaky. He was like bluish purple. He wasn't meant to be scary, but he freaked me out as a kid. But it was like an art-based thing.
Minesweeper.
Hobo Hotel, what the fuck?
Habbo Hotel, he means.
I didn't go to the Hobo Hotel.
Habbo Hotel in that. Habbo Hotel was class as well, by the way.
I actually can't remember the name of it.
And by class, you mean it would just be ASL everywhere. Like,
Yeah, basically. People dancing around being like,
Mate, the things Josh said about Hobo Hotel, I don't even know if I can repeat them.
Yeah.
it was a breeding ground for predators.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's not Hobo Hotel. It's just a single player game. It's not really.
What Windows was
It's
it?
not like an adventure game. It's purely like an art thing.
What Windows was it?
Like 98. You could go around this hotel, and in each of the different areas of the hotel, there were like art games you could do.
oh, I found it. That game I was talking about.
I
have
don't
no
know if
idea what
anyone
you're
in chat's
talking
gonna
about.
get this. It's so old.
Was it Barbecue Looks Fashion Designer?
No.
Barbecue
this?
looks fashion
Did you have
designer.
Tactics Arena Online? You ever
Okay, I
play that?
recognize it, but I never played it.
Oh, mate, we used to play fuck out of that in like the after school like computer club thing, and
Yeah.
it'd be like
After school
Adventure
delight.
Quest, RuneScape, and this. I used to play a game in college called Naruto Arena Online as well.
Oh boy.
That was a banger.
Oh boy.
And then they did a Bleach one too.
Oh boy. I would have loved that. That would
It's
have been
just
class.
like
It's-
you basically get like the cards with the characters, and you build a team with like any characters you want, and then you've got to face them. They've got like unique abilities based on the character.
Yeah.
So you just try and build a really good team, and then fight other 1v1 other people. Like
No
with the
wonder
team
you
that
love
you've got.
card games.
Yeah,
That's what you
Was
played
it
when you were a kid.
the seven guest, Kaif?
What's it called, sorry?
The seventh guest.
I don't think so.
Rodents Revenge. There's some stuff going on.
Do you ever
Was
play
it Leisure-
Neopets?
Was it Leisure Suit Larry?
What?
No. No, we
What-
played Neopets. No.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, I played. with
Have you never
Neopets was
heard
good,
of
wasn't it?
Leisure Suit
What
Larry?
the fuck is
Leisure
that?
Suit
No, it's not
Larry
that.
is a
Okay,
real
what was
game.
the first one you said, Gary?
The seventh guest.
The seventh,
Seventh
Guest.
Heaven? I think that's a porn game, right?
No, Leisure Suit Larry is.
Okay, I actually remember Seventh Guest. Holy shit. It's not that though.
How did we get on?
Neopets was dope.
Yeah, it was class.
Was it Tonka Raceway?
Has nothing to
Do you remember?
with racing.
Do you remember Tonka? No?
What, Tonka Tanks?
Tonka Trucks.
Tonka car. Yeah, Tonka trucks. They had a
Yeah.
racing game.
What, Tonka
Fucking
T?
brilliant.
Yeah, I really don't think anyone's gonna get what I'm talking about. It's so weird.
Do you know the name?
Right.
Or are you just trying to
Do you
get
know
people
No,
to
I can't
guess?
even remember what the
Oh,
name
right,
is.
okay.
And he was in a hotel.
Yeah, it was a game in like a hotel with a weird fucking purpley blue dude that was sort of like followed you around.
Wait. Is it 2D?
Yeah,
Was it like a giant headed blue dude? It
I think so.
was
And
like a monster.
I don't know if he was a monster. I can't remember. Not Habbo Hotel, okay. But it was an art thing. It was an art thing for kids.
Oh, okay.
And you
Never
said a
mind.
blue dude. It made me think of Pajama Sam.
I'm thinking of a horror game.
No. You're thinking of Ionia. Yeah,
That was one of the games I was thinking we'd play tomorrow.
Ooh.
But I was unsure.
I might join you tomorrow. It depends on how I feel after work. There's three of you on at the moment, right?
Fine Artist. Is that what it's called?
Fine artist.
Fine artist
Artist.
Very simple name.
game.
You know, this looks right.
Are we just looking up different games?
This is it.
I think
Is that-
Gary's nailed it.
There's no way you found
I've-
this.
This is without
Yeah,
found
that's
it.
fucking
I
it.
recognize this.
That's
I've got a
fucking
gif of
it.
it as well.
I recognize this, that guy, like, but I don't remember playing it.
I feel like I have to look this up now as well.
Oh my god.
I did it.
My brain remembers this so differently. Look at him! Look at that dude!
I have found it. haven't
Creepy ass.
I?
I do not remember that whatsoever.
You know how you've remembered it differently, Kaif? Is that potentially because of the Mandela effect?
Yeah.
No, it's just how your brain upscales things.
Oh, okay, not quite like what we were trying to fucking figure out last week.
It's like when a game gets remastered. You play the remaster and you go, "That's how it looked the whole time, right?"
Kaif and I had a dilemma last week where he messaged me being like, "Do you remember a certain clip?" And then I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Neither of us can find it. And then I went asking a couple other friends. Neither of them can find it either.
clip is
So
So it's from Raven, and it's the guy who goes, "You
have
lost
lost
a life."
a life.
What, just the standard thing?
It's from
Yep.
Raven, the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't he say that all the
It's not a
time?
lot.
Yeah, he said there a lot, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't find it.
There's no evidence of him ever saying that.
I sat through, right? So on YouTube, there's like
3-hour episode I watched.
this 3-hour episode of all of them like put together, and I watched it, and I was like, "He's not saying it."
He's not said it at all.
What the fuck?
What?
Nope.
Guys,
And
wanna-
there's no GIFs, there's no TikToks, there's no clips, there's nothing. He doesn't say it.
That's
wanna know
interesting.
something funny.
Sure.
No, this is off topic. Right?
Okay.
It's fine. None of
Lars
this has been on
messaged me
topic.
earlier,
Yeah.
and he's just responded again now, and I think he's drunk.
Yeah.
Start that again, Dale. What
Lars
did you
is
say?
Lars
drunk.
messaged me earlier, and he
Yeah.
just messaged me again now, like replied to me. And I think he's drunk. He said, "I ordered an entire rotisserie chicken, but to keep you updated. And I said, shit, son, but do some damage to that chicken." He said, "I did. I couldn't finish it, but it was very good."
He didn't finish. He finished in
Mate,
it.
he's drunk at fucking 11 o'clock and like 11 o'clock with a full rotisserie chicken
Full
on a
rotisserie
Sunday night.
chicken.
What a
He's
fucking
been
boy.
watching football, probably, hasn't he?
Quickly talking about Raven, you reminded me at home somewhere.
Creepy.
I have a copy
included.
of a PC game that had Raven.
That's a
on it.
Raven.
No.
Yeah, I
the
used to watch that too.
You know what I'm on about. I never ended up playing it, but I remember having the PC game. I also somehow have a PC game that like involves Donald Trump. It's like a real
Home
estate
Alone.
manager or something.
I was gonna say Home Alone 2.
It's called like Donald Trump's real estate manager or something like that.
Oh.
And
Oh,
I have
God.
no idea
Play
how
it
I
on
had
stream.
that. I
Was
don't know
the-
where
Did you
it is.
say
Was the plan to go
Donald Trump's
bankrupt?
real
Yeah.
estate
I don't know.
That's
manager?
exactly what he said, Gary.
I don't know where.
Is that actually what he said?
Apparently.
I have
What
not.
the fuck?
I have not. I
I had a
often
PC game
we'd go.
Aye.
Go to like
That I
stores
bought.
and just get bargain bin games.
that I a PC game that I bought in co-op,
Yeah.
and it was a Sega game, I think.
Yeah.
It was
Sega.
like a Japanese like RPG / tactics strategy game, like RTS type thing. And it took me years to finally find what the game was, and I forgot again.
Nice.
Nice.
And I was half tempted to buy it, but you can only like get it on. Like I could probably download it from somewhere, like, but I could only find like the CD copy of it. And I was like, "Yeah, that ain't happening."
Do you know what
CD's
game I think
nuts.
of once a week because
that?
of music is the Kanye West "Don't Let Me Get Into That Zone."
Don't let me get in
Oh,
my
you
zone.
think of okay.
It, literally, like, I don't know why, but once a week I definitely think of that game, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back. Gonna try it.
Which game is it?
I ain't gonna let him get in his zone. It's a browser.
What do you mean? It's
thing.
the browser
Oh.
game?
It's a browser game with Kanye heads just coming in. You gotta like shoot him or something. And
Wait, no way,
Yeah.
really?
You
don't let him
gotta
get in that
protect the zone. And as they coming in, they're just repeatedly going, "Don't let me get in my zone."
God.
And then when he gets in the zone, he's like, "I'm definitely in my zone."
I also think it's Jay-Z rather than Kanye West as well.
it
Now.
might be. Yeah, it might be. Guns. Guns was a sick game.
That's the you had
Basically
the
parkour.
the game with guns, right?
the parkour was so like in depth. You had to.
It was insane.
There was like basically flying techniques.
Yeah, there was. And,
Like you
the
had
way
to be
you would,
so
like,
fucking good at it.
literally like spin your like mouse around and stuff to do like different like tricks called like butterflying or something
Yeah.
like that as well. Like you'd use the momentum.
It was very
insane.
very hard to
was so good.
to learn how to butterfly in that game.
Yeah, me and Harley used to play fuck out of it.
Do you ever play Dive Kick,
No.
Dive kick.
Wait, was not the side?
the fighting game?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Don't think I ever played it, but I did see it.
Oh, it was good fun. Like I think of all these like old part. Yeah.
Did you ever play Lego Racers?
Yes, it was the first PS1 game I ever had. Mate, do you know I was talking about Lego Racers about 3 days ago?
Really?
Because I didn't know there was a Lego Racers 2.
Oh, mate, when did that come out?
Pass, never played it.
Oh.
That's why.
All that excitement
That's why. No,
to
but
just
that's why I
suddenly
said
dissipate.
I didn't realize there was a Lego Racers 2.
see.
Lego Racers 1 lasted me like many moons. You know?
Recently. It was a recent game, apparently.
Did you ever play, speaking of racing games, did you ever play the Star Wars
Leg.
Episode 1 racing game?
The pod racers.
Yeah.
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 So fucking like N64 or something on there.
Wasn't as good as Lego Racers though.
Nah, I
Lego
can't- I
Racers, you
never
build
played
your own
that, but I
fucking
can
cars, and they'd have a different
Yeah.
weight class for what you built.
I did
good shit.
enjoy Sonic All Stars Racing as well.
Mate, do you remember the Team Battle one? That was good.
Mate, the Sonic, they're like one of the more recent like Sonic races, or the Sega Superstar races, or whatever it's called. It
Sega.
was really good. Like,
How many more times are you going to do that, guy?
Every time I hear about
what's
it,
Sonic made by?
I don't know. You tell me.
You're a fucking idiot.
Wait, hold on.
Boys, are we ready for Am I the Arsehole?
Go on then.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, we got a couple of them. There's one that was even marked as poo. They had like
see
a
it.
content filter because the comments were really volatile,
Oh my god!
and
Oh.
they specifically marked it down as like fucking POO.
See,
really
before
weird.
you
Can't see chat.
do that, I was just gonna ask. Did any use have any used heard or played a game called Duck Game before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We literally spoke about this
I've
when you
never
were down
played it.
here.
I know where it is.
Did we play it?
Yeah,
We
did.
played it.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
It's like the
I
party
didn't know
game,
if we
yeah.
had or not.
It was,
The fighting one.
4-player party game. Like,
yeah. There was like a fighting one, and there was a button to quack as well.
Go.
I
Guns
think
and
you guys
shit.
played
You had
it
to pick
one
up
day,
guns.
like on a stream or something.
There's
Probably.
another one I want to play as well. Is Move or Die.
Don't think I
Yeah,
played
we've
that
heard of that. We haven't played
told
it.
about
Wait,
it. Haven't we?
we're not thinking of the Roblox one, are we?
No,
No, but I think
no, it's a
someone
game
was
on
thinking
Steam
about
called
it when it
Move or
was
Die.
brought
It's
up,
like
but it was the exact same
2D
conversation
straight-
we had on
Oh,
stream.
okay. Wait, hang on. Let me look it up. Move or Die.
yeah. I think we should play that.
It was brought up on Monday, and yeah, and that was a different game as well.
I remember it being good fun, like, and just like silly party game. Do you know what I mean?
I want to play what's the like animal one you guys been playing recently? Pie Animals.
It's
Oh
good.
yeah, that does like fun
That
as
looks
fuck.
super
Pie
fun.
Animals is class.
It looks really good. Looks really well made.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's pretty
Not
cool.
as well made as you.
Thanks, bro.
Well, he's well built.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, when you said it looks good, do you mean the party animals or the?
Did you just try to suck your
No,
words
move or
back
die.
up?
Yeah,
You say stuff and you're like,
oh,
oh,
go, like,
go back in my mouth now,
I did a Glenn.
mate.
Stan cheats in Party Animals. Why are you cheating, Stan?
Just there's some weird thing that happens whenever Stan plays games. Where like basically said, it's just the universe just comes together.
Does he play
Is
the
it
broken
like,
skin like he did in Gang Beasts?
Yeah, I was considered like Gang Beasts, where he's like one tapping people with his head, like
Yeah.
I mean, there's no skin in this game. Like,
cheating.
Well, there are skins in the game.
People have said the characters have different weaknesses and
Stats.
stuff. Like Garfield, for example, is so
Hidden
fat
stats.
he actually can't climb properly.
I suppose it makes sense
Okay.
if the model is bigger
Yeah.
in an area.
but I also used a couple models. So I mean,
Didn't you? You just used the cat, didn't
I
it?
used the Darth like duck as well.
Yeah.
Darkside duck.
But it has nothing to do with the characters. Just the universe works for you.
I think that's just called impeccable luck. Yeah, the camera's on
literally-
me. I was there itching my ear with the camera left out of that hole.
Stan basically took the lucky perk from Baldur's Gate. Like,
That sounds about right.
So you're gonna read this, yes, Sam?
Yeah, favorite. Yeah, we ready?
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah,
go
boy.
4 cams so we can
I
get a
was
bit of
gonna when he
reaction?
started. Yeah.
Don't tell him how to do his job, Dale.
Sorry.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife
Yes.
I'm not going to sacrifice my hobbies just so that I can babysit?
That's a spicy
Oh,
title.
I've read that one.
All right, well, save your thoughts for when I finish reading it. All right?
Yeah, that's a spicy title.
My wife, Jane, 34F, and I, 38M, have been together for 5 years. She also brought my stepdaughter, Emily, 9, into our marriage. We have her 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, while she's at her dad's Friday to Sunday. From the beginning, Jane told me Emily doesn't need a second father figure, as she has her dad to fill that role. I was only supposed to be a trusted authority figure in case she ever needed anything. Fuck me, I can't. There we go. I didn't mind and tried my best to respect that boundary. She's a sweet child anyway and doesn't cause trouble, so it's not like I have to discipline her. Her father is also a good dad. Emily's dad recently got married and his wife has 2 kids of her own who are at their place Wednesday to Saturday and at their dad's Sunday to Tuesday. All these dates are fucking messing me up.
Getting confusing, innit?
Emily and new step-siblings don't get along at all. They're always fighting and it's pretty toxic. Emily's dad asked Jane if they could change their custody schedule to match his stepkids to keep the children apart. It's not a big deal in and of itself because we don't live far from each other, so picking and dropping is no issue and she can easily be dropped off to school no matter where she stays. The issue is my wife agreed to it without consulting me. Jane is currently doing a certification course for the next 12 months and they have classes on Saturdays from 9 to 5. She asked me if I could babysit Emily on Saturdays, but I can't because I play golf with my brother and sister on Saturday mornings from 8 till 1. This has been our tradition from before Jane and Emily came into my life, and I had told Jane from much before that this is important to me and my siblings. She asked if I can move to another day, but that's not possible, either because my siblings also have jobs and families of their own. So Saturday was the best day for us. I told her she can hire a babysitter, but she doesn't want to spend money when I can do it for free. I told her that wouldn't work for me. She then got mad and said golf is stupid and I should put my stepdaughter over my siblings. That pissed me off, so I told her I'm not going to sacrifice my hobbies just so that she can have a free babysitter. For the record, I don't have anything against Emily. I've babysat her before and she's a good kid. If there was a family emergency or if it was an occasional occurrence, then yeah, I would cancel golf for that day to take care of her, but I can't give up something this important to me for 12 months continuous. She called me a selfish asshole and slept on the couch last night. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
I think
he's not.
What a tosser.
The whole time he was told she doesn't need a second dad.
No, I think the
not
way
your responsibility.
the way this was worded in the beginning was like, I don't know, it seems almost like weirdly spiteful the way she's like, they said like she doesn't need a second dad, like you don't need
It's a
to be
bit weird,
important in
isn't
her
it?
life, like that gave me like
Yeah.
weird like vibes anyway. But like to then like for the rest of your life, or for the rest of her young years, he's basically got to give up his Saturdays, like.
Yeah,
It's only for 12 months.
For a child, that's not his.
yeah, but
Who's
then
been
like
specifically told that it's not
Yeah.
his.
It's
like
the
it's
mum
not- I
wants,
understand
right?
doing
And
it.
like
the odd time, but
he's
not
part of their
like
life.
Yeah.
you don't become like, you don't marry someone and go, yeah, I just never have involvement with
Yeah,
his-
but the
his
mum
stepdaughter.
doesn't
I know that.
give him.
The mother
the mum
specifically
doesn't
told him he
feed-
wasn't.
But the
yeah.
mum doesn't feed him this line like you're not a second parent, you're not like involved, all
Mm-hmm.
that sort of stuff. And then when it suits her, change it without even consulting him either. And
Wasn't
then just
consulted.
Oh no, she's a dick.
Yeah.
for that.
She
But
changes
just,
and then
when she
you don't
feels-
have to be a
and
father
then-
figure to not be
and then-
a
no,
dipshit.
you don't have to be a father figure, but at the same time,
he can be flexible, but then he's not been told that like he needs to be there or anything like that. And she's just said you need to sacrifice for my daughter, and there's been no conversation to it. He said I can't because I've got a thing with my family. It's not really negotiable. They've probably done it all throughout the relationship, so she's completely
It
aware of it.
specifically says
And-
they did it before he
Yeah,
got
so
together with her.
she has just assumed without consulting him that he will drop that and do what she wants. And then when he didn't, she started calling him names.
the other thing,
She's an
right?
arsehole, yeah.
So they're
So is he.
stopping the this like children from being around at the same time. Yeah,
Yeah.
That is not an answer to a problem.
That is not
like
at
you've
all.
got to fix that problem.
It's not. No.
Not just let's not have the kids around each other. Can you have the kid this day? And said, yeah, I can, but I won't have the kid.
Yeah.
My current partner will have the kid this day.
Yeah.
On
It's
a wild
very
assumption.
weird.
So like both parents are like, oh, I don't want it this day. I don't want it this day. That guy will have it.
Like sacrifices are fine to make, but I think if you've been fed a line about a child that isn't yours
Yeah.
that
And you
and
you
constantly
should
being told
ask
that it's
that
not
person
yours.
too.
They
Yes.
need to be involved in the communication with this.
Yeah.
It's not a sacrifice if the choice isn't yours. At that point, somebody else has made the decision for
Yeah,
you.
but you don't get married to someone and just be like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna be like
No, absolutely not.
a
But
proper
he said
guardian to this kid.
He said he'd
Well,
be
he
around
never
and
said that,
he's
though.
like looked after it and stuff. But like to give up every single Saturday. If I was with Lon and Lon had a kid, yeah, and she was like, we've got to change the days. Like she's here Thursday. I'm gonna have her here Thursdays now, but I'm not gonna be here. I was like, well, I mean, what's the
that's
point of
gonna
the kid
happen-
being here for one?
That's gonna happen anyway, Dale.
Yeah.
When Lon comes over and you're gonna have to go to Sam and be like, "Can you take Daz on Friday and
Look after
Sundays?"
Daz, yeah. But
I go, sorry, I've got something.
If she was then like for a year straight, you're gonna have to be here on every Thursday.
Yeah.
When Thursday is the only day that I really have anything planned,
Mm-hmm.
and now I've got to completely like get rid of that plan. Which that one thing that I do a week keeps me sane sometimes to be away from normal day to day like.
And it sounds
So
like it's
then
the only time with
lose
his
that.
brother
It's
and
just-
sister as well.
Yeah, exactly. If it was something like, even if it was with
family.
your friends and stuff,
I still
like,
think he's spiteful.
I think if it was something with your friends, it doesn't matter family otherwise. If it's something you do every week, that's your routine.
But
And at
Kaif,
that
would you
point,
not?
once a
would you
day,
not
sure.
be spiteful if you're basically getting forced into a situation that you weren't even consulted about either? You
No,
just you
You'd
have
be
to
angry
drop
about it,
everything.
yeah. You'd be angry about it, but like as I said, he's fucking married to it. Like whether or not she says is his kid, it is partly his kid.
But
And
marriage
he's there
is
like,
about
I just want.
communication.
He's like, oh
Exactly.
no, but I can't give up my Saturdays to play golf with my family.
I mean, she can't take the time.
And she also knew about
talk
that
to
as well,
him
yeah.
about it before making
Yeah,
a
no.
decision.
I could-
so-
Why-
I just don't
He-
understand. Like his family, he's saying his family can't change from Saturday
Yeah.
to Sunday.
because of their family and all their like work commitments and all
wild.
that sort of stuff.
But
He's probably,
he
let's
might
face
be
it,
more-
he's
I mean-
probably lying about that.
I mean, yeah,
Drink-
but if you
drink
think
his
about
beer,
it,
or-
they're asking 3 people to change their plans for that day instead of, the
he
one
might be more
person.
inclined to change his plans if he was
If they asked
communicated
her.
beforehand and not an assumption made.
And there was a
Yeah,
va-
but wouldn't that
like,
just make him
proper
more of an
valid-
asshole?
It's that's very selfish of him to be like, well, fuck you didn't communicate me. Therefore,
And
I'm not
also,
gonna do it.
this is
But like,
this is a problem for the mum and the ex
yeah,
husband,
Not for
dad,
him at all.
and
Yeah.
the child. Like it's not his problem to fix.
No, I get that, right? But like, it is literally he's having a little tantrum that he's going to lose his golf days. But at the end of the day, the only person that suffers is that fucking kid. So yeah, he's an arsehole and she's an arsehole too.
Yeah, but like, look at it this way, yeah. The dad goes, "Oh, I can't have the daughter this day. Can you have her?" Why does he not want her? Because the kids don't get along. Bullshit excuse for one. Mum agrees to have her on a day where she's in work.
Yeah.
Why agree on that? Just be like, no, I can't have it that
It
day.
literally
You need
makes
to
no
fix the
sense.
problem.
Yeah.
She's agreed
What-
on it, knowing she's not there. She's agreed to have
Yeah,
her daughter, even though she can't have her daughter. She's agreed
What-
for someone else to have the daughter.
What if
Like,
she wasn't married? What happens then? Where does that kid go?
Exactly.
What if they just like
Kid
boyfriend and
goes into
girlfriend?
foster care for that day.
Well,
I
no.
guess.
What if that guy didn't exist? Like
what if she
this,
did
the
have
guy
Banner?
that posted. Yeah. What happens to the child then? Does
Be
the
left
child
on
just-
their own, I guess.
no, what happens to
alone.
the child is that the dad then tries to figure out the solution for the problem that they're having in the home.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like, hey,
That's what should have happened to begin with.
easy
Right?
communication between our kids. Nah, I'll just pawn her off on somebody else.
Going on with like this child should never have fallen to this guy. Like
I
it
agree.
should have been solved at the starting point. Kids will get
this-
along eventually.
Yeah. She's used this guy as a scapegoat
Yeah,
for dealing
I
with the
would
bigger
agree.
issue.
I would agree. Because, like, the dude has his own life outside of being married and everything like that. If he was fully included in the decision making and then specifically was like, look, I will not do this ever. I won't be flexible. If he said, he could have probably just been like, look, I'll do it like 2 days every month instead. Like, I'll have 2 doing, spending time, quality time with my family, then 2 doing this. I could do that. But every single one for every single month for a child that's not his and has been told explicitly it's not his, I don't think it's fair for him to have that weight put on him when it wasn't his. Well, any of it was none of his input. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
can
matter if the
still
kid's
see-
not his.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be your blood kid in order for you to like be responsible. He lives with them.
That kid's
He's
still
part
gonna
of
be in
their
his
life.
life.
No,
He's
I
lit-
know that.
He's part of
but
their life. He lives with them. He has a responsibility to that kid, regardless what anybody says.
I mean,
Yeah, but
if
she
you're
has more of a
specifically told
responsibility than him.
you're
Yeah,
not,
it's more her responsibility, but
It is less.
he
Very
is still
irresponsible
responsible for
the
that kid.
parents to go, I'll have it, but I'm working. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't want to hear
exactly.
because she doesn't get along with the other
Like-
kids. They're both very irresponsible things to do.
You make sacrifices for the kids. Like, I can see people in chat going, "A child's not here is your third wheel." These must be people who don't have kids, because no matter if it isn't related
I don't
to
think
you,
it's about the child not being his though. Like that's
there's
like
a
you
lot
said.
of. There's a lot of.
Yeah,
like,
there's people there saying it, but like
It's an add-on to it.
I agree with you. Like
it doesn't matter if it's not your
he's part
child.
of that family.
Like
now.
it doesn't matter if you're not related to them. You live with them. You are a part.
Yeah.
The
agree
issue
with
I
that.
have there is not the stepchild or anything like that, because that's completely fine. It's specifically the idea that this man was told categorically, you are not the
Golfing.
part of this. Yeah, you're not a guardian. You're not any of this.
And you're not golfing
and
either.
hasn't been asked this. That's the issue I have, is that he hasn't been asked this at all. He's been put in this situation completely against his will and had no input at all.
Not
I
good.
think-
the partner is definitely known about as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
the two biological parents have made a decision that this guy will be the one looking after without involving him in it. And that's the issue I have. He wasn't involved in any of this. They thought it was both okay. He thought it was okay to not have his child because she doesn't get on with the other children. She thought it was okay to accept the child, but somebody else will look after it without asking that person, even though she knows she's got to be in work at that point. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and the
just-
fact that
there's
it's
no
stopping
communication.
him spending time with his family for 12
Exactly.
months
That's
is pretty major. If it was
It is
like,
major.
don't get me
yeah.
wrong, like
That kid is also his
that's
family.
a bit
though.
absurd. There's no way that he doesn't get to see his family over the course of 12 months. Like,
I mean,
find
He
days
just
of
wants
that.
his precious
We are
golf
obviously
weekend with
assuming either
his
side, so
sister and dad.
they could have very busy lives. They
But
could
that-
not. We
that
don't know.
kid-
I mean, like,
that
if you
kid
live close
is
enough
also
to go
his
We
golf
just have to
family.
every
take it
week.
at face value, though, don't we?
They live close enough to go to golf with each other every single week.
I mean,
that doesn't.
half
That's
hour,
not
hour.
necessarily true, Dale. Like,
no,
golf
they
must be
could
a couple
spend
hours
an hour,
away.
2 hours to drive to this place.
Maybe.
There's-
But I mean, I go months without seeing my family sometimes, you know.
Yeah, but like, this guy's
some-
obviously got it important that he has to do this with his family.
That's fine.
The activity doesn't matter. He could be
I
going
just
for
think, like,
I don't know, coffee or tea or something
there's
like that with
definitely
him
ways you
instead.
can find other ways to spend time with the family. Like,
Yeah.
you could just be like, oh, let's not do golf this week. Let's meet up.
But that's
and go for some
what
food or
that's what I mean. If he was
Tradition,
take
though,
the
isn't
kid
it?
with it.
if he was asked about it and also then suggested ways of doing this, as in a compromise, then it's literally just about the asking. If
Yeah,
if he
I
was
agree
asked
with
about it and included in the decision
I'm just
making
saying,
beforehand,
it seems
but
very
obviously
dramatic
he
to
wasn't.
be like, that's the only time I get to see them. Well, just be like, look, guys, I really can't do golf.
It's because he just wants to do golf.
Yeah, he does clearly just want to do golf.
You can tell.
If your family was like, guys, I can't see you for 12 months. If Saturday at golf is the only time you can like spend with me, your family would be like, yeah, fair. Let's just do food this week and bring the kid along, or let's do something else together this week. I'm sure the family would like work around you as well.
It would be absurd to be like, this guy is just living in the house and has absolutely like no responsibility for the kid. Like the kid's not yours. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to look after her in any way. So he just exists there in the house separate from the kid. I don't believe that for a second. I think he's lying. I think he just wants to protect his golf day. I also think he's an arsehole. It does not matter if he's not related to that kid. It does not matter if she says you have no responsibilities. He lives there. The kid is his responsibility, whether or not someone says you're a parent or not.
Well, so you
don't
think
think that's-
he's the
I don't
problem
think
in
that's
this
true.
situation?
I don't think that's true.
I think he's part of the problem, yeah.
I mean, he's
Well, part of
definitely
the
part of
problem,
it, yeah, but I don't think he is.
Part of the problem, I still
He's
think
like-
the problem boils down to the two
Bad parenting.
biological parents.
I would say he's
making a
like
plan that
20% of
doesn't
the problem,
involve
to be honest.
The parent of the child.
If you live in a house, wherever you're a brother or a sister or just any part of the family, you don't just sack a kid because you want to continue doing golf just because someone said it's not your responsibility. You are part of that family.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
got to help.
But would I be pissed?
Yeah, but then-
yeah,
Yeah, you
But
could be
then
pissed. You could be pissed.
But
Yeah.
then, do you not also, if you go off of that, like when you're saying you're a brother or sister, you live in the house, you're
What about
also
the mum?
responsible. Do you not get into that point where there's all these stories about like, oh, my parents used me as like a babysitter. I never had a childhood, like because there's loads of those internet stories and that where the
Yeah,
parents
but
have
those are kids.
taken. No, but those parents have taken advantage of like a family member needs to look after another family member. Where do you not think like? Because fair enough, if she said, "Can you every now and again, like every second Saturday, go and just look after the kid?" Like that's great. And then the other Saturdays we get a babysitter.
Yeah.
But no, it's like every Saturday, your Saturdays are gone because I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but like on the other
There's open
side, he's also
communication
gone.
there.
He's just gone. Nah.
I mean, he
Oh, I
hasn't been
agree,
given a
yeah.
choice, so he wasn't
you
given
would-
a choice,
yeah,
and he said no
he
to
had a
it. So.
defensive response to a pretty
Yeah,
hasty command.
it's he isn't completely selfless, and he is not
No,
without
fully
fault.
innocent. Yeah.
But I have far greater issue with the rest of the situation than I do for.
If I
this
was in this
person.
situation, I definitely would have been like, no, you go back to the
Mm-hmm.
dad and like try and figure something out. If this is the reason you're giving me,
Yeah,
sort something out. Like,
You can't expect someone to change plans for her and her ex. They can. The kid's more important.
so why on
Why-
the,
yeah,
why
exactly.
on the parents seeing it that way then?
if the kid was more important,
Yeah, they
then
are trying
surely
to do
the
that.
mother and father do that.
Yeah,
Well,
but bear in mind the
Yeah, but they're
issue. The
taking
issue
zero
is
responsibility.
Yeah.
the issue.
They're not
The
taking any
issue.
responsibility for it.
The issue at the start is these kids don't get along.
Yeah, that's literally the problem.
Yeah, no,
very
it
easily
is
solved.
stupid. I get that. Like they changed the days, and it looks like that one of the days matches up, which is the Saturday, right, or something like that.
It's basically
The
a
dates
date
got confusing for me.
that would
So they-
cross
they
over.
would look after-
They would have to interact if she stayed with them.
So
Yeah.
I think Saturday is the only day that if the child
Wouldn't
was
work.
not, if the child was with the father, it would be interacting with the step siblings they don't get along with.
But I mean, like, if that's the case, just have the kid there for like
In different
one
rooms.
extra day if needed. Like,
Yeah.
that was in like one day that's crossover with like the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, the child would be there on like the Tuesday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If it's
And if
4 days or whatever.
if you think about the
Separating the
situation,
kids
as well,
just
like,
perpetuates the
imagine
problem.
that if the guy as well
Well,
said,
yeah,
"Yeah,
exactly.
I'll
Yeah.
drop my I'll drop my golf
Yeah,
and I'll look
exactly.
after the
Get to
kid for
interact
12 months."
eventually.
That sets a bad precedent, and that person is going to end up resenting their wife.
Yeah, you got, but
Fucking
we got to take into
Washington,
account,
yeah.
right? No matter how many different options there are, what this person could have done, what that person could have done, the crux of the story is that this guy wants to just outright be like, "No, I don't want to babysit your kid."
Well, that's
That's not what he said. I that wouldn't work. That's when there's got golf.
Yeah.
And then she
Yeah,
got
simply be
pissed
like,
off.
"No."
But he has babysit.
But that wasn't necessarily a
This-
no.
no,
it was
that isn't
more
what he
of,
said.
Oh, but this day doesn't work.
Yeah,
This is the one day that like
Yeah.
He didn't
Doesn't
say he
work.
couldn't
Yeah, and he's
at
being like,
all. He just
nah.
said that day
he said
doesn't work.
I'm busy on this, which he's completely
Fair to
completely
say.
happy to,
able
yeah,
to have his own days. He has his own plans and has his own life.
if he's got one day set aside where he does that thing,
Yeah.
it's really spiteful of her to expect him to.
He's completely
Yeah,
well
that-
within his right to have time for himself, like everybody is. But like,
If she said any other day, would
if there was any form of compromise, I imagine the guy probably would have done it. But like, obviously, we're reading into a situation we don't actually fully understand. So
So if he can do any other day, then
he could do. We don't
Right.
know.
but that means that you aren't trying to rearrange that for 3 people. It's just 2 people.
No, the 3 people are the mother, father.
But he said
Those
that's the only day
children.
he can't do. So he's not an issue in that 3-person scenario.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the kids as well. As like, we don't know
okay.
how many kids, so I'm saying they're the issues.
Yeah,
the-
he said
the
that
father
the problems
isn't-
of
or the
rearranging
stepdad isn't
golf
included
was
in
his
this.
siblings couldn't move it.
Oh shit! No, I did say the 3. I'm sorry. You are right.
Also, I'm gonna have to think about wrapping up.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect this one to go on for so long. I got 4, and I didn't expect to be sat on this one
sorry,
for ages.
boys.
So
We have to
He's-
wrap it.
No, I think
Sorry,
it's
boys.
better.
He's just
It's okay.
he's just an arsehole. I'm sorry.
I mean, is anyone ever not
I
partial?
disagree,
Right, you
but it's
guys are trying to
completely
be
okay.
like-
We've known each other long enough now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Now, I've got a jar of kids at home. Yeah. Every
Right?
Saturday, you're gonna have to look after it. Well, no, Sunday, right? You're gonna have to look after it because Long can't look after it on that Sunday because he doesn't get along with.
And Daz is
The
with
dog.
Daz.
Yeah,
No, with
doesn't get
Daz.
along with Daz.
So, it doesn't, my jar of doesn't get along with Daz. So every Sunday, you're gonna have to look after it.
I'm not your partner and I don't live with
That's what
you.
we know.
Like, what the fuck? I'm not your partner
If you
and
were
I
my
don't live with
partner-
you.
If you were my partner,
I'm not part of your life in that
You
way.
could be my partner.
Look, if I was your partner and I lived with you, Dale, yes, I'd give up every Sunday to look after your jar of kids.
Dale, send them up to me. I'll look at them.
It's literally like, it's
Put them
that
in the
easy.
freezer, mate.
We close it off shit show Sunday.
It's that easy. It's like, you know, the kid is more important than his fucking golf, like, you know?
It's less of a jar and more of a sock. But
I look after your sock every Sunday, yeah. I think anyone like being like, oh yeah, nah, fuck the kids. Yeah, you go on, carry on with your golf. It's not your problem. It's just
surprised-
really irresponsible.
I'm surprised
Dale,
you haven't said any of this about the mother or the original father.
Dale,
though.
I told you they also suck.
Kaif
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just play shit show Sunday with your sock.
It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how many different solutions you have. Because this guy is outright saying,
Gary's face, his body disappeared. He was just a face at that point. Sorry, carry on.
because like if you're saying like, oh, the wife and the ex haven't offered up any other solutions, but neither is he. So why is he getting a pass for not offering up solutions?
You didn't get involved at all to begin with.
It wasn't his,
allowed
was
to.
like, yeah.
You couldn't.
It wasn't his
It's
position
not like
to get
she said
involved.
you don't have to be the
father figure.
father.
Yeah.
She said you don't
Just a
have
trusted
to.
adult in
She
her
didn't.
life.
She didn't specifically say you're not allowed.
She said she
It's not
doesn't
permanent, it's 12
need a
months,
second
mate.
father figure. I was only supposed to be a trusted authority in case
He's
she ever
been told
needed
he's
anything.
not to be a father figure, basically.
I didn't mind and tried my best to
No,
respect
it
the
specifically
boundary.
says doesn't need a second father figure.
I mean, if somebody tells you, if you're in a role and someone
but that's
says,
like saying-
look, we don't need another worker
doesn't need
here,
another father figure
you go,
in her life.
okay, I don't need to be here. Like, they're telling me to fuck off, basically. This role, we do not need another one of these roles.
I just don't know why you would just be in a relationship where you don't like have any.
I completely
role
agree
in
with
that
you.
kid's
I
life.
think it's very strange for
Yeah,
the
I think
partner
it's
to have
weird.
said
I think
this
it's
to them.
a doomed
I think
relationship,
I agree.
and I think he's a fucking idiot for thinking he can go into somebody's life and not be a guardian to.
I mean, he was
To a
told
kid.
he was told he's not.
He said
I know,
he's
but
happy
he's-
to babysit. He's happy. He gives
He's
him
happy to
fucking-
do it, but he's been told he's not
He's not
like
to be a father
He ain't
Yeah,
doing it.
she's naive and stupid. He's naive and stupid.
She's the
I'm
issue
sorry.
for it.
So I would be annoyed and I'd be like, look, you and your ex-partner clearly haven't put any thought into what you're actually going to do here. And you've just pushed the like thing onto someone else. You need to go back and actually figure out a plan for your child. Like
The child is obviously the one
you are
who's in the most
irresponsible
peril
parents
here.
to be like, oh,
Or
well,
not
I
peril,
can't do it
but-
this date for this shitty reason. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. I'll have the kid, except I'm not in work. I'm in work, so I won't have the kid. Well, I mean, like this child is then just being like kind of passed back and forth for
Yeah.
a really crap reason.
It's really sad.
That's a full year, but you can't change schedules back after not 1 year. Yeah, you can. The same way you did it last year.
I mean, at that point, it's probably just
They
locked
should have
in.
swallowed.
What's that guy on?
If this paragraph wasn't here, I would fully 100% completely agree with you.
I just think it doesn't matter. I
don't
genuinely
that
think
matters. I don't think that needs to
it
be
does
said.
not. It really
But
does not matter if
I
someone
would
says
see
she
the
doesn't need a
situation
father figure.
That her and her ex-partners like thought was okay and gone, how as parents do you think this is the right decision for your child?
I still think he's an asshole. Don't get me wrong. I think the ex.
Fucking
Nice guy. I think the ex and I think the wife are assholes. He's also an asshole.
You're a fucking idiot, Gary. Jesus Christ.
I was waiting to press that one.
So you
For a
waited
long
for a
time.
moment where there wasn't a joke and it was like actually being serious?
I
He
think
gave
that's
up.
even funnier. Do you know?
Oh, Christ. Have you, this is completely off topic. Have you seen that comedian who's on stage and he gives one of the people in the audience member a button to activate a cannon of confetti? And he's like, well, I'm just going to trust you to activate this whenever you want, whenever you think there's an appropriate moment. Any funny joke or anything like that. And he gives it to him at the start. And it's like an hour and a half long comedian thing. And the guy later on is like, oh, you know, I've gone through some rough stuff recently. My mum just died. And the guy presses in and it goes poof, right behind him. Everyone starts laughing because of it. It reminded me, you know, a similar situation as
The
that.
comedian laughed at that.
Huh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, excellent. That's
I'll
brilliant.
find you the clip of it later. But yeah,
I
sorry.
reckon he planted that guy in the crowd, but yeah.
Maybe.
It was
All
funny.
right. we're gonna
or he had some sort of like idea that was gonna happen. Like
we'll save the other 3 of these for next time. But
you know,
what?
That was a good one. I like that. I felt like I was wrong
started
today.
that off and was immediately like not the asshole, but I feel like Kaif actually like started like like he's not this kind of like knight in shining armor that I
he's
thought.
absolutely not. Like there's
Yeah.
multiple
100%
sides
isn't.
to this.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to the initial problem of the decisions made by the biological parents.
No, I did miss the point, mate.
Mate, the relationships just need
He
one
is an
simple
arsehole.
thing: open communication and complete trust, and that's all you need.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's why me and your mum didn't work out. Thanks for watching the Tavern Podcast. We're done.
Later, boys.
Thanks for
Thanks,
tuning
Gary.
in. Thank you very much, Gary. Oh, fuck. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Gary's camera. Hold on. There you go. Gary, say bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Good night, everyone.